comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices, submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road ends in 100 feet.
What the f***?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks so much for sticking with us through the first 4 hours of this marathon show for the Boys and Girls Club of America.
And thank you for all your donations and your support in many, many facets. We really appreciate the love. There's a scary noise outside. And we love you. Thank you so much.
And if you didn't stick around for the entire first 4 hours, that's fine. We don't know that. It's okay.
We're not mad.
But the last part of this is going to be ENTV, where it's just the boys, no guests. We're doing a bunch of TV bits.
Yep.
So get ready for that. However, we have some housekeeping to do before then.
Yeah, there's a few things that we unlocked at the beginning of the show. We're going to do tattoos. That was, I think, our $500 goal, is that we said we would do temporary tattoos. Now, we didn't buy temporary tattoos because I forgot that I said that we would do that, and then it would take too long for Amazon to deliver it. But what we do have is
Not Sharpie.
Okay. We do have washable markers. They're on the cheese over there, Grant. On the plastic.
They're on a pile of cheese over there.
On the
studio.
plastic shelves.
Other shelving unit.
Markers. We got some markers. So we are going to do our own temporary tattoos using these markers. And I guess, I don't really know how this was going to work. I guess just like, if you have ideas for what we should tattoo onto each other, start shouting them out,
They
and then I
triggered
guess...
studio call.
Shit.
Oh, okay.
You know, when you do that, you throw your money out.
Yeah, honestly, if you're like, how are they going to do this? The answer is probably, they're not. If you're like, how are they going to do the studio call? They're not in a studio. It's probably going to be, we're just going to take your money.
Suck my thing. I can't say. I can't say it for the money. I can't say it because of the money from Mother Nipple Bottom.
We're doing something else right now. We're doing the tattoo thing.
We're doing the tattoo thing.
So I guess if you guys have ideas for what we should tattoo on each other, maybe just say like...
Oh, someone donated money.
Oh, okay, yeah, all the alerts are up. I'm going to have to go behind the computer and like fix a bunch of shit right now. So someone else want to like do the hosting part of the tattoo part of the show?
Mother Nipple Bottom just gave another $500.
Thank you,
Mother Nipple Bottom.
Okay. Why? So that's another thing. We're going to have to do the sauce. The sauce thing, I can be sauce tonight, I guess, and Rocky can. These two have work.
Yeah.
So, I mean, technically,
I mean,
Grant doesn't have to work until like 10, so we can maybe sauce Grant.
I could just hop into the shower after I get sauced.
I need to go to bed.
Okay, Chris is going to not get sauced. We'll sauce Chris with extra sauce.
What?
Because you're not doing it.
Well, then fine. I'll get sauce now. We have 1 can of tomato soup.
No, we don't. We have enough. We've got, I think, at least 3, maybe
I don't
more.
like hearing the confidence of we have enough.
I think it's not that much. Anyway...
All right, I'll get sauce.
The sauce thing is going to happen at the very, very end of the stream because we have to do the stream and we don't want to do a sauce on it. So the last thing we're going to do is the sauce. And then there's also going to be a giveaway, which I don't understand how that works. So I'm going to go look at the computer to see what we're supposed to do for that. But take it away with the tattoos for right now.
Okay, so you want a tat?
Okay, sure.
What do you want?
You want tramp stamp, bro?
What do we want to put on Rocky? What do we want to put on Rocky?
I'm getting a tramp stamp.
We're taking suggestions right now. He's going to get a tramp stamp. What should the tramp stamp read? Oh, Grant? The name Grant?
Here, now we can use green if we need to.
Ooh. Can you do Grant in cursive?
Like I'm signing your back? Like
I guess
my
so.
signature?
No, I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, like slut cursive.
Peter Griffin is love.
Peter Griffin is love. Put a toad from Mario.
That's going to look like a penis.
That's going to look like a penis.
Oh, we can't say the word penis.
I think you can say it if it's not...
if it's not for a joke, it's just to acknowledge
it's just a matter-of-fact
thing.
statement.
Wow.
Just,
Alex with
and we
the
just got
hot
another,
old reference.
Of Alex.
Thanks, Alex. What's up, man?
Here. Oh.
We rate 3,600 doll hairs, people.
Salad fork. Salad fork, thank you.
Aaron.
Oh, nuts.
Another one.
Graham,
for Aaron,
it should be.
PTA line.
What does that mean?
Teacher tattoo.
If you can read this, my daddy fell off.
Well, no one else is going to be seeing my backside except for my girlfriend, I guess. So
If you can read this, my daddy fell off. It's really funny. We're gonna put that.
Should there be music?
because it's a tattoo.
Remember?
Yeah.
Real heads remember.
Let me see if I can find some music to put under this.
You find the Benny Hill theme song?
I'm
I'm kidding. Just put whatever.
Music.
I hope my girlfriend is watching this. She's probably not.
You can punch in on that.
How's it look?
Can I punch in on that? Probably not from where we are right now.
It looks good though.
You want to walk over to the camera?
Is it legible?
Sure.
Here, let me see.
If you can read this, my daddy fell off.
Man, my daddy really fell off.
Yeah, my daddy fell off now that they can read this.
Okay, Chris, what do you want? What do we want to put on Chris?
I'll do here. Because
And
I
what do
can't have it here.
Yeah. And what do you want? Or what do they want? What do they want?
And don't forget, folks, the Boys and Girls Club of America
Is watching.
is
Maybe I shouldn't have gotten the
great
tramp stamp.
program that helps.
For
Boys and
6K, we
girls.
permaban a chatter of your choice. And we all silently thought of who our choice was.
Yeah, we all know exactly who it was.
Hey,
I think we all have different ones.
Let me figure out how this
Armenia,
giveaway thing works.
Rolling Stones logo, write bad boy on Chris with an arrow.
that's good.
The Armen Uwan Flissig on Chris.
Naked comedy. Come on. Come on now.
Gus. 7K rank all the races official version.
Just that written out.
Yeah. No, we're talking about no goals.
You're like, I want my favorite YouTube video tattooed on me.
Yeah. Pierce Chris's nipple in a good way. Armenian South Park boys.
Gender tier list on his back.
All right,
And so someone say all the genders.
we're gonna do the giveaway.
Okay.
I'm about to figure out how it works.
A Dynasty Warriors logo.
I feel like that's been the meat of what you've been doing.
Folks, let's give it up for
Back
Jake.
there.
Well, I kind of know. All right, so I'm gonna just hit start. I think what happens now is if you donate within the next 10 minutes, you get a raffle ticket to win a digital camera.
Oh, shit.
Donate in the next 10 minutes. And does the poll thing count? Like, can they fill out the survey
Okay, here we go. Look, yeah, you can fill out a survey
and be entered into the contest?
so that you don't have to pay. And there's some
the camera.
information about that somewhere.
4K 48 megapixel digital
I saw
camera.
it come up in Stream
That's cool.
Elements earlier.
Exclamation point free donation, I think. And the cops are on their way.
Is the camera good?
All right, so
Let's
now
give me
if
an
you
Armenian
donate-
flag.
If
Okay.
you donate now, you're being
That
entered
orange
into...
is not going to show up, maybe.
Listen, folks.
So it's
I don't-
red on top, blue
I don't
in the
make the
middle,
rules.
orange
This
on the
is
bottom.
what they sent us.
I got a reference there.
Somebody donates so that somebody wins this
Right here, good?
damn camera.
You have freckles. I never noticed that.
Oh yeah. And we can write bad boy under it
You
as well.
don't have to do the survey. The survey is just if you want to not pay. You can also just pay. All right.
Surprised how much it hurts.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting it.
So what country is this? Is this something?
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
It's near the Middle East.
Monstrosity. I think you're the only one I think who can
Entered
win.
in the contest.
Right
in the
now.
contest.
So, for all intents and purposes, camera's yours.
Yeah,
Monstrosity
congratulations.
currently the only person in the running to get a free 4K digital camera.
Basically free. How much did they donate?
They donated $5.
$5 digital camera that's 4K. Awesome.
Read legal stuff to audience. Oh, okay. Here, everyone listen to this. Enter to win.
Put it up on the
donation
screen
page.
so they can hear it. So there's on
actually turned out
mic
really
when they
good.
say it.
Can
you put it in the thing?
Yeah. I'm just gonna paste it in the chat.
You can write
And I'll
that
read it
one
like a
under
Southern lawyer. Enter to win on the donation page before time runs out. Donations under $25 give you 1 entry per dollar. Donations 25 and up are 2 entries per dollar. Winner will be announced on the overlay at the end of the giveaway period. Then contacted by email.
Thank you.
No purchase is necessary.
another one.
Void where prohibited. Check rules on donation page if you have any questions.
All right, and now you can't sue us.
Theo from Eden is still sleepy. Thank you, Theo. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the
I'm gonna
energy
come back
boost.
around now.
Little bubble. You know, hope you don't mind, Chris.
Hey guys,
That
remember
looks
me?
great. That looks awesome. What a great tat.
Good tattoo. Yeah, get up close to the camera. Really show that sucker off.
Okay, folks. So
I'm also willing to get a more visible tattoo, just so everyone can feel like there's a little bit more of a thing, you know.
I
But
feel like that's
yeah, I just don't know how often be turning around and showing my tramp stamp.
you like doing that sometimes.
That's a good point. I'm a bit of an exhibitionist.
Okay,
in that
folks.
How
regard.
about a tattoo for
For Jake
the non-POC members of the cast?
Yeah.
Osmosis, I see you listing Dynasty Warriors 3 characters, and I appreciate you.
Let's put some
Thank
C
you
in
so
these
much.
non-POCs.
What is the C?
Color.
Color.
Oh, okay.
David
But
Lynch.
is the tattoo the color?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like we're
let's,
coloring.
look at that.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do
That turned out so much better than I thought it would.
Let's do a dark brown face tattoo for Jake that covers
Dark
his
brown-
entire face.
A dark brown full face
Yeah.
tattoo. That's interesting.
We finally get Jamaican.
Thank you for your donation.
Yeah, Jamaican flag colors, just
Jamaican
like
flag.
you know, right here, right here, right here.
I'm sure that
Go
will
on,
really
go on
well.
then.
Somebody clip.
Look, I only laugh
Somebody
because it's funny. We
clip
shouldn't
that.
be saying that. That's why it's funny.
No Jamaican Jake. Veto. I'm gonna go ahead and veto Jamaican Jake.
If
Is
you
your
want
Jake
Jamaican
making me
Jake,
crazy?
if you have to watch the first 2 years of this show,
If you get, yeah,
You want Jamaican
you
Jake?
got to dig through hours and hours of VODs to find a smattering of Jamaican
Is
Jake.
it still legible? Did I fuck it up by leaning
No, it
against
looks
the wall?
exactly the same.
All right,
folks,
good.
there's 6 minutes left for you to win a 4K digital
Guys,
camera.
get that camera. Yeah,
There we
gadget.
go,
Let's go.
gadget.
All right, what should my
The
tattoo
pool
be?
is so small to win this camera.
Yeah, you have a really
You have
good
really
chance.
good odds.
Can I throw my hat in the ring? Is that okay?
Is that?
If you want, you can.
Oh, my mom said she wanted me to donate on her behalf to
Aw.
this. But now I feel bad
Yeah,
because
don't
she
do it
might win
during
the
this
camera.
window, yeah.
Yeah. I'll do it after the thing.
Okay, so
What are Grant and I's?
Judge Reinhold on Jake.
Judge Reinhold.
Did.
Okay.
And we all know what he looks like.
I don't know. Who
Who's Judge Reinhold?
Judge Reinhold's the guy from.
He's in Fast Times at Ridgemont
That's
High.
what it is.
Let me see if I can pull up a photo.
He's a great arc in Arrested Development.
Such a good arc. The mock trial with Jay Reinhold.
Yeah, with William Hung as his house band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how we're gonna do a tattoo of this. It's just like a guy.
And I'm not a good artist.
How about like a thing, like a
logo?
like an object or a
Yeah.
A
logo?
flag, a logo.
Judge
Launch with
Doom.
flags. Let's just a gavel.
A gavel. Okay, that's pretty good. That's
fun.
pretty good. That's cute.
What about a gavel that's being struck?
A rack of gavels. I'm not sure. A collection of gavels.
It's like a bunch of hammers.
Like multiple gavels.
Why not?
It's like the Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law bumper.
All right. How about some gavels? How about gavels right here? Does that?
Like
Is
100?
that
Why 100?
not 100? Oh, a little Gus and B. Wait, yeah, can we do that? That would be really cute, actually. I would like to have a Gus and a B.
Okay.
He's gonna be hard because she's white, but maybe like a black outline of a cat.
There's also gray.
That could be good. Yeah, she's got some gray on her. All
Okay.
right.
Do you want to do?
That's good.
Do you want to do B on that arm?
How about yeah? Gus.
I'll give it a try.
We'll get Gus on one arm and B on the other.
They were talking about drawing the cats, not
Here,
just
wait.
putting the names, right?
Let me put photos of Gus and B on the screen
Thank you.
so that they can. You
Can we-
guys can see
can we
and
create-
they can see.
I don't want to give you more work because I would do this, but like I would love to create a tattoo shop background.
Right at this very moment.
Right this
It's
minute?
not really needed anymore.
Folks,
We've already done it.
There's
We're
3.5 minutes left. And right now, I would say there it is.
Old
Old and the Grizzlies. You still probably have like a 1 in 8 chance of winning this thing if you donate right now,
Tony Soprano's face.
which is pretty crazy. I'm not even saying this is like support the show or support the charity. Like, you could sell this thing for easily $100. Just throw $5.
That's a good point. Probably go on Facebook Marketplace and at least get half of the
It's gonna come
price.
in the box. You don't even have to open it from the box. There you go, nuclear goo.
There it is.
All right, I'm grabbing images of Gus and B to put in on the screen.
Throw $5 in for a chance to make some money.
Now,
There we go.
Now it's a competition.
It's really happening.
You gotta spend money to make money. You gotta spend $5 on the off chance you can make a camera.
You know how you make 1 billion friends? Spend $5 for a dude.
I have cats. Technically sarcasmosis.
Technically.
Sure.
All right.
I can't have a cat in my place. Nor do I really want one.
I love a cat. I was originally going to get a cat before I got a dog, but I am allergic.
Hendrix donated $2 for survey completion.
Ah! Look at her. She's so
That's
cute.
me.
What a little cutie. And then here's Gus. Wow, he looks so handsome.
Folks, complete the survey too. Why wait? I forgot about that. You have 2
do the
minutes
survey,
to
you
complete
get
the survey.
free money.
Yeah, complete the survey.
Look
there
at
we
the
go.
handsome guy. Look at the beautiful
Just
lady and the
complete the
handsome
survey
guy.
and you can win a freaking camera. Can you believe they do that?
All right.
I love if we can do it closer to the...
Oh yeah, sure. Except, well, we should have a mic at least somewhere up here, so that.
I'm gonna go watch the Rangers game. Awesome. I got my pick done.
Oh, a lot of last second donations.
Really good stuff. Okay. All right.
What are you drawing body or just face?
I'm just in the face.
Okay, cool.
Maybe like right here.
Right here. Okay, I'm gonna give... Do you think B has pink ears?
I would say so. She's definitely got a pink nose.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah, okay, so let's just start with those. Look right in the middle, you kinda got that like 3 thing going on.
So just to catch everybody up if you missed this, and thank you so much for the donations.
Yeah, you're all so amazing.
Earlier in the stream, we hit a milestone for a $500 milestone where we would do temporary tattoos. We did forget to order the temporary tattoos online, and so instead we are drawing our own temporary tattoos on each other. And I am getting a tattoo of my 2 little babies, Gus and B, who you see on the screen here. Rocky is doing B, and Grant is doing Gus. And maybe after this we'll do a poll to decide which tattoo is better.
Jeez, I wonder who's winning this one.
They're very different, and they're both really good in their own way.
The marchers? Black.
Oh my gosh, that got so bad. It got so bad so quick.
You guys can kind of see it already, but all right, we're calling time. I think this is a good fight.
Landed the
And
plane.
folks, what do we think?
B's a rat, right? You said rat? Your 2 rats that you have?
They look adorable, both of them.
They're both really good.
Gus kind of looks like someone's doing the rock on sign.
I see it.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
This guy right here. Hokum Homes.
My angle wasn't good, okay?
And look at that, folks. The thing is over, and somebody won.
The winner is
Let me go see.
one of you.
Let me see if I can figure out who won.
And the winner is...
The winner is.
Ooh, I'm embarrassed.
The winner is some other Rachel.
Good job.
Congratulations, some other Rachel.
Who has surely given us more than the price of that camera in money over the time they've been watching. So
Some other
Thank
Rachel.
you.
Somehow they're gonna send you a camera. That's not our job. They're gonna figure that out. So if that doesn't show up, take it up with Brandfluence, but I'm sure they're going to send it to you. Congratulations. And congratulations to everybody who didn't win, because even though you don't get a camera, your money is still going to help the Boys and Girls Club of America. So in a sense, you're all winners.
So true, Nick.
Okay, cool. We did the tattoos. Wait, we still have to do a tattoo on Grant.
Yes. People were suggesting David Lynch. I think rather than doing a face of a guy, maybe you could do like Zhao Day from The Return, the little rabbit looking. The
How
rabbit
do you spell
looking.
that? I can try to bring up an image.
Just look up The Return Judy.
We're not going to talk about
Wait, I thought we let the cast pick.
Well, they were saying David Lynch a bunch, and so I feel like I was trying to meet them in the middle here on something that's easy for everybody to draw and looks cool.
I think they're all saying smoking fish.
Oh, okay.
We can do smoking.
Yeah, I think that works. There's a yellow one too, right?
There is. In that case, we don't need an image. Should we just leave these pictures of Gus and B on the screen?
Sure.
Give it on the left side because I know that that's a preferable spot so that if you're right-handed, your arm isn't sore for a long time after.
I never thought of it like that. Hit the black one.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Come on!
What's that?
Okay, wait. That means we have to do an extra hour of this stream.
Okay, what if we just made it a hangout hour?
Yeah, I mean, it's already a hangout.
Yeah.
Wow, Huntrix donated for survey completion a full 5 minutes after that closed.
Oof.
Sorry, buddy.
Oof.
But hey,
Try.
$2 more to the Boys and Girls Club.
All right, we're gonna keep the hangout going. This is a hangout stream now.
Should we just not do
Fuck
ENTV?
ENTV. I mean, we could do it.
Should we put up a poll?
We're already almost 40 minutes into this episode, theoretically, and we still have to do.
What would
some
we even
point.
talk about? We don't talk. We're not friends. How are we gonna keep? How are we gonna talk for? How are we gonna
They
talk?
want ENTV. They want us
Okay.
to do it.
Let's go.
All right, we'll do it. We'll
Rangers
do it.
scored.
We'll do
I don't
it.
care that we did an NTV. Rangers scored. It was huge.
Oh,
We'll make
maybe
We'll make the last hour
a hangout.
a hangout.
Okay.
Because also Chris has to go. And how are we going to sauce Chris now? Because now we're supposed to go an extra hour. I guess we can sauce him before we sauce the rest of us.
What if we should maybe just get communal saucing for the hangout stream? The next hangout stream, we sauce at the top and don't take off the sauce for the duration of this.
I would rather just get it over with now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm down to do it, but I don't want to sit and sauce for an hour.
I'll have time to shower before work after if we sauce.
See, the thing is, I could maybe get time to shower, but then I have to drive home and stuff, and I don't know. We'll see.
You can start with that. I respect it.
Thanks. Let's see how yellow turns out on skin. Because it really.
I wanted to say something problematic.
Yeah,
when
me too.
I said that.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I didn't.
So let's just. Yeah, it's not gonna. I mean, we do what we
That's
can.
not gonna play.
We simply do what we can. So.
What about orange?
Orange.
Orange does
plays,
beer.
and it, it's close.
Yeah. Yes. Remember?
Thank you so
Remember
much,
him?
Caesar de Salad, our Colombian friend.
Remember him?
A Colombian friend.
Sorry.
Sorry. Immediately.
Sorry. So sorry. Oh my god.
I'm so fucking sorry.
So this 24-hour stream.
Yeah, that one is if we hit.
I mean, that's.
That one feels easy to me because we could take turns and stuff, and
yeah, it's still a pretty big thing.
we could set
to
it up where like
advertise.
a lot of it could be playing a video game or something.
Yeah.
Do you think we can do that at?
No.
Probably not, but we can do it here.
All right, it's looking like we're gonna do the saucing. Well, it's close.
The saucing.
Theo, Jake posted a photo in the Discord recently that alludes to where exactly we were discussing. Oh, someone donated.
Thank you.
Who was it?
It was Sentinel with another
Sentinel!
25.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Sentinel. All right. I've seen enough. We're gonna do the hangout stream. We'll figure out that in the Discord.
Oh, I'm sweating right now, man.
Yeah.
All right, so we are gonna do a hangout stream. We'll figure that out in the Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord,
Now's a good
if you give a shit about this, you're probably already in the Discord. But on the off chance that this is your first stream and you don't know who any of us are, but you want to see us get sauced, join the Discord. we will pick a date in the Discord based on when the most people can attend and when all 4 of us can be there for a hangout stream, and we will sauce all 4 of us at the end of that hangout stream.
Oh God, what a bold move I've made here.
And we'll also do some other fun stuff. We'll like create a channel in the Discord for the hangout stream that you have to do from
we can
this.
say that if we hit 5K, then that hangout stream will be 24 hours long.
We can make that the thing.
Yeah, and then at the end of those 24 hours, we'll all sauce each other.
How will we do that? We'll have to do that on like I don't know when there's going to be a time that all of us are.
But there's a time that all of us can do. There's a day where we can all take turns and then meet at the end of the.
Okay, yeah. So if we do the 24-hour stream, which we're still $700 away from, so
that's
we're probably not gonna hit it. That looks really good.
That looks awesome.
Did you hear that, folks? Jake said we're not gonna hit it.
I don't think. I mean, look, we've
Jake
done
said
really
we're
great
not
so
gonna
far.
hit 5,000.
I think another $700 is ambitious. And we've done a lot of great stuff already tonight, and I don't want anybody to be putting themselves in a precarious financial situation.
I do.
In any event, if we do a 24-hour hangout stream,
You just said doo-doo.
You just said
all 4 of us will be there for at least
ratio.
part of it. To satisfy the 4-person hangout stream element of it, and then the 24-hour element of it, we'll probably have to tag out over the course of it. We'll figure all of this out in the Discord. Thank you so much to everybody who's helped us hit our goals. We've completely blown my expectations wide out of the water. Okay, we did our. Oh, okay. Technically, I guess we were supposed to do the giveaway in the last hour of the stream, but since they extended the stream, we're no longer doing that. But I think it's okay. I think that was just to keep people incentivized to continue watching the stream. But Brandfluence, sorry if another donation. I covered up the thing that says who it is. With
Walter
this thing.
Brandfluence. Is that anything?
That's nothing.
Walter Brandfluence.
I think it's funny actually.
That's Walter's hype house character.
That was from.
What's buzzing? I'm Walter Brandley.
That was from Aaron again. Aaron, we're cutting you off. Aaron, no more donations from you. Thank you. You've donated way too much already. $100.
Thank you so much, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you. It's hard.
Jake and Chris, show your tats for a screenshot. Oh, okay, yeah, fair. Look at that. Grant, get in here. Really good. Okay. Surely someone captured that. Okay.
Are we just driving into ENTV like that? We're just gonna.
I guess so. It's gonna take a second for me to reset up the shit, but
Can we hang out while you said? No, we can't really.
I mean, we can. Yeah, and there's a couple things I have to do, so you can keep hanging out.
I miss this guy. I gotta be honest. It's kind of a. I don't know. We
It's
don't
hard,
have as many prop cigarettes.
We need to invest in more prop cigarettes because they get dirty real quick and you throw them away.
Yeah.
But I love having a ciggy in my mouth as a character.
Ciggy in the mouth is good.
Siggy in the mouth.
Ciggy in the mouth. Ciggy
Looking
in
like
the
a fool with a
mouth.
ciggy
Ciggy
in
in the
your
mouth. Gold on your mouth. How it turns sideways.
Bye to Gus and D.
Smoking rules. Bill Nye the smoking guy.
Can't we just use a rolled piece of paper?
Smoke!
He would never accept it. In his writer, he's like, I want a real cigarette or nothing at all.
Bill Nye the smoking guy. David Lynch smokes yellow American spirits.
Is that true?
Blue.
Blue, thank you.
Damn. How is that guy still alive?
He might not be. We heard from him in a minute.
He's not been looking.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He's old.
He's an old man. He has a daughter and stuff.
Getting divorced that old is scary. Sad.
Yeah,
But it probably means
I
he's.
think it's like his second marriage too. So
It might be his third.
Third
I don't
even.
know.
Third even,
He's-
exactly.
he's been-
So when old guys like that get divorced, It's because they're gonna start dating someone 15 years younger than their
I don't
parents.
know. I feel like he might be sick. I hate to say that.
Get me Sydney Sweeney's number. I saw the trailer for Anyone But You.
Okay, so this is his 4th wife that he's divorced.
Dang, we underestimated him.
And they got divorced officially.
Wow, he was married to Mary Sweeney?
Wow.
Oh, that's his editor.
If I'd had that Zendaya when I made my Dune,
Laura Dern's career would be Laura Dunn.
So here's all I'll say. Lynch definitely dates young.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
So I think he's
fair to assume.
I think he's on to the next one.
My girlfriend, Natalie Palamides.
Oh,
Wow.
I don't know.
she does such weird stuff with a fake penis.
Scares me even. Well,
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah. I mean, we're pretty much there.
I don't know.
I gotta get in costume still.
was that a reference?
Hey, what's up? I'm Walter's cool ass fucking nephew. Our top story tonight, who even gives a shit about
Who even gives a fuck?
What's
I
popping?
get the news I need on the weather
Gives a
report,
shit,
bro. It's
low-key.
Paul Simon.
Oh, I can gather all the news I need from the weather report. I got
This just in. Jesse Mudd's dad says he can drive us all to the MGK concert.
Yeah, I'm a white guy with tattoos, so you better believe Machine Gun Kelly's my favorite musician in the year 2023.
He doing a rap set or a punk set? He's doing both, one after the other. This just in, my friend says his cousin is Young Gravy, and I don't really believe him, but there's a chance he'll be at my birthday party next week, which is gonna be at that trampoline spot.
He's getting dressed.
This just
I gotta put on my costume.
How much is viewership dipped?
It's really not
Not at all.
shockingly little.
You're still hanging
I'm
out?
still at 121. I've
That's
lost
fucking
followers.
stupid.
Do a full Ferris
That's
Bueller.
fucking stupid. You people need to get lives.
You're still
I
here.
don't think that actually.
The movie's over.
What Grant said is wrong. Please.
I think whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just keep doing it.
Thank you. Is there still pizza?
Oh yeah.
I should probably finish my smoothie first. My smoothie is
I fucked up the tie.
strawberries, bananas, kale.
Like Kyle McLaughlin, the nickname that I have for him.
Exactly. Do you want to go play in the sandbox outside?
He's like a little kid.
There's like two David
baby,
Lynches.
baby
yeah.
Lynch. What if they have
Two baby
Lynch?
Lynches, yeah. I think I could go for coffee right now.
A show called Toddler Auteur where it's like baby Looney Tunes, but it's a bunch of it's like Martin Scorsese, David Lynch,
Tim
Claire
Burton.
Denis, his babies.
Yeah. Yeah. Baby Wes Anderson falls out of the locker he was shoved into.
Has anyone ever done Claire's Denis? Like Claire's knee and Claire Denis?
It's pretty good. I guess.
I haven't. I
haven't
I'm
done
sure.
Auteur Tots.
Tour Tots.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
Muppet Babies with David Lee. Exactly.
And
Basically.
they're all at
Yeah.
the same like daycare.
Yeah. And like Scorsese keeps trying to snort pixie sticks.
It's cute.
And what else?
James Cameron and Catherine Bigelow keep on like fighting. Like they're kind of like always playing tug of war.
But it's like because it's like Helga Pataki and Hey Arnold.
Exactly.
Where it's like it's clear they like each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. David Lynch smokes Smarties. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
So we're just turning candy into drugs, basically.
Yeah. There's like an episode where Coppola takes everybody into the sandbox, and it's like that Rugrats episode where they like the sandbox becomes a desert, but it's the jungles of Vietnam.
Yep. And he does this full Heart of Darkness.
It is the Heart of Darkness, but it's like
That's the brilliant thing about Rugrats is that they could do these episode premises essentially.
Yeah.
And they did.
yeah,
And it was great.
yeah.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yep. Let's do this.
All right, folks. We are gonna go do ENTV now.
Let's do the bumper, I guess, like the pre-news one. Good evening. I'm Walter Brandflake, and I'm here to present tonight's top stories submitted by you, our viewers in the Discord. If you haven't already, join the Everything Now Show Discord. There should be a link in the chat, and we'll be displaying images that you submit there here on this television. Then I, using my years of journalistic experience, will tell you what the headline is associated with that image without ever seeing it before. That's how it works, folks. But here, folks, God damn it.
This motherfucker said false! This motherfucker said false.
But that's not all we do here at ENTV. We've got a variety of segments ranging from finance to sports to film and even a kids show. So after I break the news this evening, stick around because there's lots of great programming coming up. But before we can get to any of that, we're gonna break tonight's first story. Oh, nope, it appears that I'm getting a studio call, even though the sound alert audio input appears to be off. So we'll turn that on. We'll just hit that button. And in the meantime, I'll take this call from the studio. It'll just be one moment.
You know what's interesting?
Hi, yeah.
When we transitioned to ENTV, that's when we lost viewers.
What do you mean?
Like,
when the show actually started?
The show actually started.
We were at like 123.
It dipped for
I said we should just keep doing a hangout stream, and then everyone was like, no.
That drop constitutes any type of trend. You're talking about a 0.8%.
Anyway, we're getting a note from the Nielsen families that your tie is fascist.
My tie is fascist? How so?
Well, it's gold, which is the color of gold, and famously a lot of people died, a lot of indigenous peoples died for the collection of it.
That feels like sort of a stretch. I was just going for something sort of
what the people are
nonpartisan.
I'm just telling you what the people are saying at home.
Okay, well, I guess for the next one, I will go ahead and choose a color that is less offensive.
Like red.
Okay, well, that to me, I wanted to avoid red and blue because those kind of feel like subliminally partisan. And I want, this is a central news program. We all agree on that.
Red color of Elmo.
Okay, well, that's an interesting perspective. I'll take that into consideration.
It's not a perspective, it's fact. Red color of Elmo.
Well, right, I guess.
Color of Cookie Monster.
Blue color of Cookie Monster.
What if this tie had like an eagle on it that was black?
Thank you, Naked Comedy. You get to pick your own TV channel. I forgot to mention that if you donate $5, I'm going to let you go, studio. If you donate $5 or if you subscribe, various things can happen. For example, if you donate $5, you can pick your own TV channel. Just tell us the title of your TV station that you want to see. Or not TV channel, TV program, I should say. You can pick your own television program. Just give us the title of your program and we will create it live here on ENTV. And if you subscribe at any point during tonight's proceedings, you will get to pick a sponsor for tonight's show. I wonder what our sponsor was from last time. Can we hit the button?
New sponsor for tonight.
Oh, we've got a new sponsor. Even better. Let's see who's sponsoring the program right now. Of course, it's Gwyneth Paltrow's This Smells Like My Candle. Now, I can't say the word in that because we've promised our highest donor of the night, Mother Nipplebottom, that we would not use words for genitals during tonight's stream. But you can all read it for yourselves on the screen. Gwyneth Paltrow's This Smells Like My Candle. For when you want your room to smell like in any event, folks, that's how it works. But it's time now to get into tonight's top stories. And we're going to start with the number one top story, the thing that we're all talking about. This story broke just moments ago. Kobe crossed up grandma. Broke her goddamn...
I think that's Colonel Sanders.
You think that's Colonel Sanders?
What the fuck? No.
Yeah.
No, I mean like...
No, that's grandma.
He's wearing the white suit.
For the record, disambiguated, Colonel Sanders would look a little bit like Grandma.
Okay, that is Kobe though, right?
Yeah, that's Kobe.
Okay. Kobe broke their goddamn ankles. Up in heaven. Damn. Yep. People thought that once you got to heaven, everything was all good, that nothing bad could happen to you. Well, think again. If you step on the court with Kobe Bryant, you're liable to get your ankles broke. And Chris is getting really excited about something off screen. I'm guessing the Rangers just scored a goal.
They won in overtime.
The Rangers just won in overtime.
Get fucked, Mac plays. Get fucked, Brando.
We're going to be covering that story when we do the sports. I guess we're doing sports now also. We're supposed to be doing these stories during the sports segment. We have a whole other segment about sports. Anyway, folks, Kobe broke the ankles of Grandma / the Chicken Man. And that's the end of that story. But folks, that's not the only story we have this evening. You all submitted tons of images in our Discord, and we're going to be bringing it. Yeah, we can get that one up. We can move on to the next one. We've got another story coming up, and this story comes to us from the world of technology. Yes, technology. With AI making new leaps and bounds forward every single day, it can feel like we're only moments away from the tech taking over our lives. And this story, well, it's probably not going to settle any nerves for people who are thinking that way, because the boys over in and when I do say boys, the boys over in Silicon Valley have put their heads together and come up with a very exciting and potentially dangerous and scary new piece of technology that everybody is talking about. It's free iPhone 14 Pro hurry up easy trick. Now, everybody was saying free iPhone 14 Pro takes so long and the trick's so hard. Well, not anymore. Thanks to the eggheads over in Silicon Valley, now free iPhone 14 hurry up and easy trick. The trick used to be so hard and you would have to do many steps, but now thanks to free iPhone 14 hurry up easy trick, the trick to free iPhone 14 Pro is now much easier. There are fewer steps to hurry up to get free iPhone 14 Pro. All one has to do is subscriber. As you see in the image there, once you do subscriber and hold up phone and do a big smile face like the lady in the picture, suddenly free iPhone 14 Pro. But be mindful that have to hurry up for easy trick to work. Now, that story was very interesting, and this next story is no different insofar it is also very interesting. However, it has nothing to do with technology. This story has to do with overseas. Overseas, it's like America, but different. We've got people from the other part of the world who are having news happen to them too. It's easy to forget because they're far away and they look different. But if you think about it...
Other news?
Hmm?
Can you talk about that other news
What are you referring to?
Yes, well, we're about to talk about it right now.
What else?
The news is this headline. Yes, you are now accompanied by 700 million rats. Now, obviously this is a problem if you are living in a place where there are 700 millions of rats, which there are in other across the pond. On the other side of the ocean, Pacific and Atlantic, now there are 700 millions of rats. People are talking about how all the rats are there and how it's getting big problems around the city. When you're wanting to go to the store and you're wanting to buy perhaps a coffee or a new jacket, suddenly you're finding yourself having to step over hundreds of 700 millions of rats. These rats weren't here, but now they are, and they're accompanying you, making it hard to go from point A to point B. People are wanting to be less rats so that they can go to the store and buy things like a leather briefcase. Hopefully the 700 millions of rats will go away, but people are getting worried that because the rats are far away in the other countries, pretty soon they might be coming to America. So watch out if you're afraid of 700 million of rats. We've got one more story here, maybe two. Let's see if we can do a quick one here. This one comes to us from the world of musica. Musica, it makes the world be able to talk to each other because it is the language that transcends nationality. Everybody, when they listen to music, knows a little bit about what they're saying. And if that didn't make sense to you, just imagine if that phrase was actually said to you in the form of a guitar strum and a thumping bass. You would know exactly what I was saying. Such is the power of music. It touches us emotionally and also in our ears. And this story has to do with music. Yes, the Barbs are at it again. Mother Nikki has served once again. And this time, she's serving democracy. All the Barbs gathered around Mother Nikki as we made a new amendment to the Constitution wherein freedom of speech has been declared illegal. Now, if you want to talk, you got to run it past Nikki. And if Nikki says what you're saying is whack, I hope you're ready to spend a long time in prison, because that's exactly where you're going to be now that the Barbs have taken over the White House. People were saying, Nicki Minaj, you can't get rid of the First Amendment. That's like the most important one. Well, go off, Queen. So that's the story, and I guess it has to do with music because Nicki Minaj is music.
Thank you, Girly Pop.
Thank you, Girly Pop. We've got one more story, folks, and then we're going to throw it to a different thing that we'll decide probably moments before we do it. This last story, well, this story is one that's very personal to me. I had to fight with the studio to, speaking of, wow. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. It appears that I've got a phone call. Hello?
Walter.
Yes.
Just want to say we're watching, and we also have a feed of the teleprompter over here.
Oh.
And you've nailed every single word.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Every written word.
Thank you.
you've
Well, I
said
told you guys if
exactly.
you let me write my own lines, I would be able to say it a lot better.
I'm sorry we doubted you. I'm so sorry. But
Thank you.
You should be proud. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And just so you know, I'm about to break that story that I mentioned to you that you guys said we shouldn't put on TV. I know you guys are nervous about it, but I promise you, this is a story that's very personal to me, and I know that it's going to resonate with a lot of the people at home. So if you would just give me the discretion to break this one story, I think I'm going to make it worth your while.
You know what? We're going to stomach the calls. We're going to stomach the emails. Go for it. You earned it.
Thank you.
I'm going to flush this toilet.
Okay. Well, folks, you heard it from the studio. This next story I've been given specific permission to show, although the studio takes no credit for it. This is a story that's deeply personal to me, but I'm hoping that you will find a way to resonate with it as well.
The buddies are back.
The buddies are back.
What?
The buddies are back.
The Nugget buddies are back.
The Nugget Buddies. Yes, everybody knows Ronald and Grimace and Hamburglar, but do you know about the buddies? They're little McNugget guys. They're kind of like McDonald's minions.
They look like potato.
They're nuggets.
Those are Nugget buddies.
They're nuggets.
That's potato.
No, they're not potato. They're nuggets.
They've got fun, bespoke personalities.
They've all got personalities.
That's potato Grimace.
They're McMinions.
It's different.
And they all have little things that they say, and one of them is urban. So, folks, he kind of just like talks like a young, hip, urban youth.
And what does that mean?
You know what that means.
Carl Urban.
He talks like Carl Urban.
Sounds like an Australian man.
Yeah. And one of them is like a little, like a cute little girl, and one of them is like a cowboy, and there's
a mailman.
yeah, and one is neurodivergent. They're all very exciting and interesting. So if you are excited to meet the buddies, head on down to McDonald's where you can buy them, I guess. I guess you can go buy them.
And I own them?
And you can own them. Wow, Tywin! Thank you for the $100.
Wow.
That's enough to buy the cowboy and the neurodivergent buddy.
Are we going to do commercials? What are we doing next?
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Is someone going to be ready to do the commercial?
I think not commercial.
No one seems ready to do really anything right now.
I'm pretty done.
No one wants to, is no one ready to do what
Nobody's in a costume.
I mean, just
Yeah, no one's in a costume. Rocky, get me a costume.
I wish you guys could. That bit only works for us. Rocky, what were you in this costume for?
The Gwyneth Paltrow candle thing.
Oh, right. Wait, no, that's
That's
a sponsor. That's not the commercial. That's not the show.
Is Auteur Babies.
Is that what Naked Comedy asked for?
Yeah, it was
I am staying.
We
in
could do this.
costume,
We
man.
could do this. Let's let Rocky do the candle thing.
I'm Gwyneth Paltrow. I have a candle company
What was that?
where I make candles.
Where are you?
This is this is the factory.
Does Gwyneth Paltrow do that?
Where I make candles that smell like my candles that smell like my and you can buy a candle that smells like my from any era of my career. So you can buy a candle that smells like my when I was making Hard 8 with Paul Thomas Anderson. You can just get a candle that smells like me when I was in 7.
It smells like you?
It smells like how I smelled when I was filming 7 with David Flincher. Flincher. Country strong. I know one thing that's strong is the fragrance of this. I wish I could say it, but we're not trying to do genitals. So, consider the fact that I make candles that smell like that.
I'm a baby.
And I'm baby Wes Anderson. I'm a baby too. I'm 2 years old because it's 1961.
Make way, old white bitches! It's me, Daniel
No,
Kwan.
we're young. We're babies. We're not old.
Well, you're older babies, like you're like 3, and I'm 1, Daniel Kwan. I'm like the newbie in here because I'm the one who has this.
How'd you already win that? You're a baby.
Exactly. It's because I have no confidence in myself.
I won one of those as well, and it went straight into my mouth in the same way another baby might use a pacifier.
Should we like get like a series of books to stand on top of precariously so we can be seen by the camera?
I suppose we could, although I do like the idea of a vacant room being focused upon by the camera for minutes at a time.
I don't know about that. We should do crash zooms on every single item in the room, I think. That's
you know what would have really crushed right now is Baby Eisenstein. Like Sergei Eisenstein.
Yeah, that would have really crushed.
That would have been really funny.
Yeah.
Hey, I organized my my fruit slices so that they're symmetrical. That feels right for my guy.
Jake's the only one
I'm trying to do the game at least. I'm doing the game.
Jake's the only one trying here.
I'll admit I'm phoning in the character part, but at least I'm trying to play the game.
David Lynch said that he put an Oscar in his mouth like a pacifier.
I said I would do crash zooms.
But that's not David Lynch stuff. That's just a guy who's a film director. You got to do like your guy.
Yeah.
Like what's a weird thing? Yeah.
David Lynch beat.
A pie flavored Gerber sauce.
That's good. Yeah.
You barely gave me time to cook.
I invited my friend baby David Schwartzman over to hang out.
Some people would say my movie was
that his name?
made for babies. I wouldn't say that, but some people do say that.
The second a baby starts to grow little blonde wispy hair, I think they could be silent and mysterious and violence could be visited upon them.
Hey, do you guys want to go hang out at the Grand Budapest Kindergarten? The Grand Budapest Kindergarten. Wait, I'm tall. Fuck.
What, should we move the microphone?
No, it's fine, it's fine.
Because we can move the camera feed so that it's in front of where the microphone was pointing.
It's fine.
This is fine?
Yeah, just
down a little bit.
Yeah, it's just so loose.
That's what I was saying, is that like I can go back to where the mark is and then we just adjust it to that.
We can adjust the mic, we just gotta...
Yeah, but there's tape on the ground already. Okay, I'm closing my eyes, I didn't see that. Is it gone? No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
you can start.
Hi, I'm Asian, and when I'm not at home, I'm out and about doing awesome things, like going to Super Monkey Ball conventions. That's me, before I got my white haircut. Yep, that's what my hair does naturally, people. That's me with a banana and a bikini lady holding a PS Vita.
You got on the left or the right?
The one in the middle. And so basically, Monkey Ball, it's not just for Asian people. If you want to be a little Asian, and you want some of that flavor in your life, get Monkey Ball on PS Vita. And you can trust me, I'm Asian. This fucking sucks.
Hi, I'm not Asian, but I do know one thing, and that's a great product when I see
I'm not
it.
Asian, but I play one on TV.
I've got a great product that I'm really excited to show you about. Now, people are always saying to me, Jake, you're always shilling dumb bullshit. I don't want to buy anything that you have to sell. Well, shut the fuck up and buy this. It's this thing. Show it. Wendy Meat Soda. Now, people are always saying, Jake, why would I want Wendy Meat Soda? That sounds yucky. Why would I want a soda that has a taste of meat? I would like a soda to have a taste of fruit or a delicious cola. Well, think about it this way. What is a thing that is delicious? Meat. What is a thing that is also delicious? Soda. And who do I trust to give me delicious versions of both of those things? Wendy's. So why don't you go over to Wendy's, get a meat soda, and have a nice refreshing drink that'll have you saying, wow, they weren't kidding. This really does taste like meat. And that's good.
Hi, my name is Rebecca. I'm not Asian. I'm a 7-year-old who's dying of a preventable disease. My hospital is doing a fundraiser. If you donate today any amount of money, you can receive this gift personalized from me and the other kids in the hospital. That's right. It's a Kerwin Frost McNugget Buddies tie-in. McNugget Buddies. For a long time, you could only get them on eBay or buy them on decorative collective plates that were released in the 70s or 80s. But now, it's back, and it's a little hip this time. If you go to the official McDonald's Instagram page, you'll see a lot of comments saying Free Palestine. But then you'll also see a lot of comments saying, wow, this looks like a lot of fun. They're all very specifically, and again, this is almost a phrase like the terminology that they would have used in the commercials themselves, very urban. It feels very like
does
hip.
that mean?
It's like they're all, very young and hip. That was a callback. That was not an original thought that I had, for the record.
Hi, I'm your worst nightmare. And I happen to be Asian as well. But I'm not cleaning up the streets of scum like you who killed my daughter and took her away from me and my wife, leading my wife to eat herself to death. And by eat herself to death, I mean she ate a bunch of nails. She was actually a normal size. And by normal size, I mean she was 180, which some people would say is not a normal size for a woman, but actually, I think it's nice. Women should be fatter these days, in my opinion. And that's why I'm here showing off this product. No more body shaming. I let her carry me around the city in one of these babies. Yes, some people would say that I have a giantess kink, but if anything, I think that the men should be smaller in the world, okay? And I'm doing my part by thinning out the herd of boys out there. I took it off because I thought it'd be much cooler if it was smaller. I'm from American Samoa.
I got it.
I'll do another one, I guess. Right. Nope, just kidding.
I got it. I'm Evil Jake. I'm bad. I'm the bad version of Jake. And I should probably say I'm not Asian, but I do know one thing.
Closer to the mic.
Closer. I'm literally as close as I could. I could be like here, but I'm right under it. I'm Evil Jake. I'm kind of like normal Jake, but everything I do is bad. Except for this one thing. I mean, wait, no. Let's keep the thing that everything I do is bad, and that's why. Don't buy this.
What?
Because I'm Evil Jake. So what I say is actually bad and evil. So when I say don't buy Taco Bell gun that shoot Taco Bell and you eat it, that's coming from me, Evil Jake, who is wrong. This gun is so bad and sucks. And if you buy this Taco Bell gun, it won't shoot delicious yummy Taco Bell nacho cheese sauce into your mouth, and you won't really like to eat and have it for shoot yourself in the mouth with the Taco Bell gun. Take it from me, Evil Jake, the opposite of normal Jake.
Hi, I'm Scarlett Johansson. I'm Asian.
Flip him, Justin.
This is up. Something happened to the overlay. How interesting.
Yeah. Hit 4. Hit overlay 4.
No, on the thing. Go to the thing and hit 4.
That's not gonna work. I got it.
I didn't think my pants would be in frame or I would have worn a full thing. Here. This was recorded during the SAG strike when I could only do commercials and not narrative feature films. This Mountain Dew Newport's Baja Blast. When you smoke it, you start to feel like you could do just about anything. And when I say just about anything, I mean get a high score in Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. Oh, my little nephew played that while I was sort of going through the Hollywood system. I thought to myself, there but for the grace of God go I, because that could be me. I could be playing Call of Duty right now. Instead, I'm doing tricks and flips in the dang leather suit, and I did do Ghost in a Shell, and I'm sorry about that. Do you forgive me?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Cut to them saying they forgive me. Please? Okay, come in here.
Okay.
Say that you forgive me.
I forgive you.
On the record.
I forgive you.
You forgive me for doing it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna get my friend Emma Stone. She's gonna come in here, and you can also.
I'm playing Emma Stone.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I didn't say that. Smoking cigarettes is cool and goated.
Why did the overlay keep going away? What happens to the overlay?
When you hit the end, it turns off all the overlays.
Hi, I'm Emma Stone. When I'm not playing Modern Warfare 3, I'm watching Family Guy clips. Funniest Family Guy moments. And also, this is what it looked like without all the special effects and makeup. You know, I just want to go back on what another actor said earlier, is that anyone can have any body they want, and anyone who judges them, I think they should die, actually. So yeah, I watch Family Guy, and these are my favorite, funniest moments. This bit's good. It's funny because it's going so long. That's a commercial for Pikmin. And now, oh, okay. And now we are doing, yep, this is 3D Family Guy. That's Lois. I'm Emma Stone again, by the way. You should see Poor Things out in theaters. And Peter is a rat now. Yeah. This is what I like
wrong,
to watch.
Lois? It's me, Pete the
One of
Griffin
these.
from Family Guy.
It's one of these.
Don't you know who I am?
And you know, the Jimmy Neutron ones are funnier in my opinion. We've like just gone so far down the hole of like the horrific 3D animated recreations of cartoons. But the Jimmy Neutron one with the pizza and the shotgun I thought was really funny. YouTube's really come a long way in my opinion.
Time for some father-son bonding, Jimmy.
That's a good one, exactly, yeah. This is wild.
Alright, let's do another one. Let's do Abner and Pop.
On Abner.
Yikes.
I worry about Chris's commitment to the bit.
What is wrong, Lois? It's me, Pete the Griffin from Family Guy.
Hey, Rocky.
Out the set.
Pick a lane.
Hold on.
Bucks game?
Pinball.
You're playing pinball right now?
Yeah.
At least do it in frame.
Oh. No problem.
Don't hear that chewing? A little ASMR action?
This is Little Caesars from like 5 hours ago.
That makes
It's
it
so
better.
cold.
That makes
It's
it better.
so
It's
cold.
so much better.
It's just been sitting on the counter, but it feels like it's coming out of the freezer.
Is there a lot left?
No.
Oh man, did Paul lose his hat? Did that happen?
No, it's in like the breeze.
Does Pa have the straw hat?
Yeah.
It should be on the shelf, maybe. In front of you.
Let's have. Oh. I was gonna say what the bit was, but can I wait for a second?
Oh, we're torturing Creative Steve.
Oh, sorry.
Hi there, kids. Terrific to see you here in my neck of the woods. It's me, Peepaw, and I'm here with my best good friend, Abner. How you doing today, Abner?
Hey, Pa. So good to see you.
It's great to see It's great to see you, too. You know, we're raising money for the Boys and Girls Club of America. Isn't that exciting, Abner?
Oh, my God. That's so great. I love to help people.
I'm so glad to hear that. I feel the same way. You know, we've raised $4,539 for the Boys and Girls Club. It's an after-school program that helps kids from all over the country to spend some time and learn and grow together.
Wow.
Just outside school.
Wow. Everyone should donate. You don't want to become a, what did you call me? A bumbleclat?
Well, go on then. It's up.
No, fuck that. Jesus, this is so good. Flip that. Sorry. I'll shut up.
Everything gonna be Irie. Now let's get back to talking about the kids.
I shouldn't have encouraged this.
Kids out there, what's going on? What's going on, huh? Now, what's going on out there with the kids? Now, kids, just because the Boys and Girls Club is here to help you out doesn't mean that your life is always peachy clean. Rick's not going to see any of this. Oh, here's the question. Red Star EV. Well, no, we're not doing that one. Here's the question from Katzenbaron. Paul, how do I get people to like me? Now, it's important for you to be true to yourself, Katzenbaron. You shouldn't be changing who you are just to please everybody on the playground. If you're honest about who you are and what you care about and what you want to do with your life, the friends that gather around you are going to be friends for life, and they'll be true friends. That's what matters. Wouldn't you agree, Abner?
I think so, Pa. And I also think don't be afraid to become the person you want to be. I've noticed lately that Pa's been making subtle changes to himself to become more like the person he wants to be. And I think it's been great.
That's right. I've been
just
recycling.
Because his skin doesn't look like that normally, and his hair doesn't usually go in that way.
I've been recycling.
Doesn't mean he can't be that type of guy if he wants to be.
I've been volunteering in the local community. I've been raising money for Boys and the Girls Club. That's right. I've been making positive changes about my lifestyle that will help to make me more in line with who I would like to be, about the platonic ideal of me. Abner, if you had some like a version of you that you wanted to be, what would you do to kind of move in that direction?
I would probably be tall, with long legs, and a strong torso, barrel-chested. I'd be totally hairless from the neck down. I'd be tight. I'd have a bear boyfriend.
Well, that's, but boyfriends, girlfriends, that's good. I'm happy for you, Abner. I think that's terrific. Now, let's see.
He would put a collar on me. And I'd get to take it off if I've behaved.
Any other questions from the kids? Anything else going on? What's new with you? Let me ask you this question. Now, school can sometimes be difficult, but is there anything going on at home that's maybe tricky for you? Now, this is a good question from GoGoGadget360. We get this question a lot, GoGoGadget. You're not alone in having this question. How do I stop mommy and daddy from fighting? Now, first things first, it's not your responsibility what mommy and daddy do. That's mommy and daddy problems. You have nothing to do with that. You should never feel responsible for it, and you should never feel that it's incumbent upon you to make right for them. Abner, isn't it the case that kids are more or less innocent bystanders when it comes to how their parents interact with one another?
Bystander is right. And let's not fall victim to the bystander effect. If your parents are fighting, get in the middle. Say they can take it out on you. I know when Pa does that thing where he wears his mom's wedding dress and his dad's suit on one half of his body each and talks into the mirror like he's both of them and he's fighting about him. One thing that helps is when I chime in and I say, you can do whatever you want to me, Pa. You can get all this out on me if you want, Pa. And then he says, "Ja, boy," and he goes over. And he does what he has to do.
You gotta protect your things. I saw that. I was doing a little seasonal vacation in Jamaica, and that was the road sign. It was an anti-theft road sign. Protect your things. That's how it was written on the sign. Isn't that interesting?
I was on vacation in Jamaica once, and there was a guy walking up and down the beach with a garbage bag full of cigarettes and cigars, and he had a song that went, "Cigarettes, cigar, 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 cigar." That's a real thing.
I know, isn't it?
Cigarettes.
It's important
Cigar,
to see the
cigar,
world,
cigar,
kids.
cigar,
You learn a
cigar.
lot about what's out there. Everything gonna be Irie. Thank you, Mac Plays. I agree. All right, let's see. Now there's...
Rocky's heavy sigh there. Really good.
Thea from Eden says, I worry about what will come out of my mouth. Now, it's important to be respectful of other people and make sure that...
Yeah, talk about being respectful of other people.
It's important.
Talk about being respectful of other people. Let's get into that.
It's important to be respectful of other people. And crucially, you know, it's like you don't want to necessarily feel like it's unsafe for you to say anything, but you should take everybody's feelings into consideration. Abner, when you're with your friends out in the forest and you maybe want to say something that's a bit crude or insensitive, how do you stop yourself from saying it?
Well,
I'd love to know.
I recently learned that I have, what did you call it? Intrusive thought, OCD?
Yes, indeed.
And I think you told me that all of those thoughts are real and extremely valid, and whatever I'm thinking, it means there's something wrong with me if I'm thinking that way.
Yeah, this is not, now remember kids, legally, this is not official advice, medical advice that I'm giving you right now, okay? But if you have a sort of an inner voice saying, like, if I don't stick 4 fingers for exactly 4 seconds in sets of 4 on your, like a bed knob before you go to bed in sets of 4, and if you don't get a bed knob, yeah, right on the top, like the top of the bed post, you know?
What? Bed knob?
Bed knob, like bed knobs and broomsticks.
Yeah, I get it.
It's the top of the bed knob. It's the top of the bedpost. Yeah, everybody knows what that is. If you tell yourself, if you have a voice in your head saying that you got to put your 4 fingers on there in sets of 4 at the exact right amount of pressure or your daddy will die, that's serious. You got to do it or he will die. That's how that works. Intrusive thought OCD, it's real, and you can prevent your daddy or family from getting hurt, and it's by doing very specific sets of obsessive compulsive behaviors. Any other questions from the kids? Dad won't stop watching Tucker Carlson and throwing Hungry Man meals at the TV. So I'd say that's sort of like maybe like let's say sort of an addictive behavior. You know, your parents watch something a lot and it's driving them up a wall. Now again, you can't control their behavior, but sometimes that happens to kids too. How do you, Abner, control sometimes your impulses to do something that maybe you shouldn't do?
Well, that's pretty easy. I don't really have the free will that others possess, so I can really only do things when you're around. And you're pretty good about, when I want things, you explicitly don't let me have them. And in fact, kind of dangle them above me and say, well, maybe if you were better, you could have them. And that's actually helped me a lot in not necessarily desiring something, because then it can be taken away from me. I've been reading some of the teachings of the Buddha. Have you read Siddhartha, Pa?
Sure, absolutely. You mean the Herman Hesse novel?
That's right.
Sure, yeah.
One thing I learned about that is one day you were going to realize that your father doesn't necessarily have the tools you bestow on him as a young man. And that maybe he is flawed in his own way. And as you go out into the world, you'll lose respect for him. And his
You're not talking about me now, are you, Abner?
And his strict moral code that he once foisted upon you.
Abner, you're not talking about me now, are you?
Well, and please don't call me a bumbleclat right now about this, but I've been thinking, Pa, maybe you don't know everything.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I guess I raised you up from nothing. I kept a roof over your head, fed you, clothed you, and I guess that just doesn't matter to you. I guess I loved you with all my heart, and I guess that just doesn't matter to you even a little bit.
It's not that it doesn't matter to me.
Person who's very flighty and can't commit to a relationship, especially when somebody's done everything for you. It's giving you life, Abner.
Hey, can you shut the fuck up for a second? It's not that it doesn't matter to me.
Excuse me?
It's just that I've realized that you're not an all-knowing force in my life. That your code for me is not necessarily my code for me. And while I'm thankful of all those stuff you did, it's time for me to move on with my life at some point.
Studio call.
Oh.
Wait a second. Don't move. Don't move. It's the Paul and Jonathan show. Hello, it's me and Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing today?
Hey, everybody, it's Jonathan.
Jonathan, now you're polite and kind and sweet. Jonathan, what do you want to say to the kids out there having trouble at school?
You can use me however you want, Pa.
Oh, you little dickens, I'm gonna bat at your nose. You like that? You're so sweet. You're such a little sweetheart. And last question for the kids. Is there a last question out there from the children that we can try to answer?
Studio.
Oh.
Pa, it's the studio.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, focus groups are in. Jonathan's pretty hated by the children at home.
They haven't even let Jonathan cook yet.
They don't like his whole look.
They're saying he looks fucked up.
They're saying he looks fucked up and weird and gross.
The children are saying that?
Yeah, they're saying, why does his nose look like that?
Kids 2 to 9 are saying it's fucked up.
They're saying, why is his body shaped like that? Where's his cute little hat? How come he look like that?
I could put on a little hat on him. I could give him a little suit. I could have Mac Play saying it's not Ivory is pretty funny. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, I guess, I don't know. I feel like Jonathan, we could workshop him. You know, Cheers didn't do very well its first season, and then it went on and was gangbusters.
Yeah, but Ted Danson looked cool and normal. This guy looks fucked up and weird.
Well, Rhea Perlman didn't look cool and normal.
That's your opinion.
Neither did Norm.
Look, if you haven't masturbated to Rhea Perlman, that's your prerogative.
I guess that's true. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful lady.
Listen.
Like you said, the opposite second.
I know, but I was trying to be crass.
Listen, you have two options.
Mm-hmm.
You can go get Abner and bring him back, or you can Bud Dwyer yourself right on TV right now, so that we can never have to do this again.
Are we allowed to say that?
In
Guys,
real
somebody
life.
go grab Abner. Somebody go grab him. Ah! Abner.
Hey, Pa.
Have you met Jonathan?
Yeah, I've met Jonathan.
Say hi, Jonathan.
Hey! What's up? I don't like...
Do you want to sort this out? I feel like there's a lot of tension, y'all.
I don't like Jonathan. No, don't move Jonathan's mouth. Move my mouth. I'm talking right now. I don't like Jonathan. Why don't you like me? I'm such a nice guy.
Well, answer him.
Well, I realize that you trained me to make me subservient, but I think you've been putting arsenic or something in Jonathan's food, so his mental capabilities are not as strong.
Who's this guy?
Oh, this is Pablo.
Nope. Someone else is doing Pablo.
I can be Pablo.
All right.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Pablo. Move my mouth.
Pablo,
what's going on, guys?
Pablo, you would not believe what's animating your puppet right now.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Well, it's a little thing I can't say on the stream on account we won't get our 500 ducks.
Oh, yeah. I'm there now. Hey, move my mouth. Move my mouth.
Move my mouth.
And don't forget to move my mouth. Oh, you started moving Abner there. I caught that.
Well, Abner was going to say something, and then he didn't want to interrupt you, Jonathan.
No, I wasn't.
All right, let's do the next thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
What do we want to do? Sports?
Sure, I don't give a shit.
All right.
All right, where's the sports bumper? Are you moving my mouth?
It's over there.
Ah.
I'm just happy that you liked it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really good.
You thought it was funny?
I thought particularly there were messages in there for the boys.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think it's a good movie to show, like, kids.
Because I am Kenough.
Exactly.
I really think that's an important thing to realize as a man. Is that you're not just, what you can acquire and consume.
One time at a dinner party, I whispered that, because I meant to say enough, but I accidentally said Kenough, because I saw a can of tomatoes nearby, and I think Noah internalized that.
Interesting.
And I think he used
and he
that
killed it, by the way, dude. Another huge win for him.
I know, right?
It's so nice of him to help Greta out like that.
I know. It's he really is a hero.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Camden Watershed.
And I'm Connie Bombach, and we're here in the Everything Now Show Sports Blimp to talk about this past week in sports.
And what a week in sports it's been. For those of you who don't know us, as I said, I'm Camden Watershed, former Olympic diver who one time jumped into the pool when there was no water in it and now thinks I'm in a pool all the time because of a neurological condition I have.
And I am a daytime news reporter turned anchor, turned just kind of multi-purpose news reporter guy. And also, I am stepbrothers with Noah Baumbach, acclaimed filmmaker behind The Squid and the Whale, Margot at the Wedding, Greenberg, Marriage Story, Francis Ha, and the new Barbie film.
And of course, the Barbie.
Folks, we are going to go through some clips highlighting moments in sports this past week, and we're just going to talk about it and see how sports has shaped humanity recently.
It's been a busy week for sports.
Can't deny that. Can't deny that.
Shohei Ohtani signs with the Dodgers. We all think that's the top story of the week, but what about this story that's been sweeping the nation?
This story.
Do we get DMCA'd for this?
The WWE in particular, we did, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing that one.
It
We're
sucks.
almost certainly
fucked for posting that.
I totally
underwater in a swimming pool.
I totally could have nailed that wrestling one, but we can't
that's
show
no
it.
way to compete in a high-speed sport. 90 miles an hour on ice, you need to know where you're going, but if you can't see, then how can you
Whatever,
tell?
no one's gonna watch
So
this
she
crap.
came back to the UK before Christmas. She's missed a couple of World Cup races, but she is back now, raced in Koenigsegg.
Oh, no.
Can we show that?
I don't know.
That's also nudity. This feels like a cocktail of DMCA.
I can't believe how ruined we've gotten in these past two clips.
Try this one.
See, the rain is nice, but...
This is from sports?
Yeah. I don't really like getting wet. What in the world? No, I went under the awning. It's still raining. Why is it still raining?
This is from
I did what I was supposed to.
This was for movies.
No. This might be from basketball.
No way.
All right. Tell us how that was sports.
Well, we were interviewing Shohei Ohtani. We said, Shohei, why the Dodgers? Why not the Blue Jays?
And he just started talking about how it was raining and how, he'd go under an awning and it was still raining. He couldn't process
Seemed
that.
he thought Canada was a dark, drab, and depressing place.
Yeah.
And who can blame him?
Absolutely. So why not come to sunny Los Angeles?
And Shohei, I know exactly what it feels like to constantly have the sensation of water on you despite it not actually being there, but you can't figure out how to make it stop. You think you can't breathe all the time, and you're wet.
He's literally the only other person in the world who experiences this. He's an anomaly. Coming up from soccer.
Nah. It's not funny.
It's fine. It's fine. You're not in water right now. You're in a blimp. You're surrounded by clouds which have water in them. But you're not in a pool. You're in a blimp. You're in the air.
Let's go to our next great sports clip.
Guinea pig Olympics. Who is gonna be the one to win? Guinea pig Olympics. Guinea pigs running like the wind. Guinea pig Olympics. Marvel at the blur of their tiny feet. Guinea pig Olympics. The world's greatest guinea pig athletes. Jumping the stick, leaping the hoop, running the
No, we should start with that.
Diggy. Right, folks, I know what you're thinking. The Olympics is coming to Los Angeles. Isn't that going to decimate our city for decades and leave us in ruins? Force hundreds of people off the streets into God knows where, some hellhole where many of them will likely die? Won't the infrastructure costs that the taxpayers are fronting never come back to them in any way? Well, what if I said there was freaking little guinea pig in it?
That's right, folks. Guinea pigs are now the forefront of the upcoming Olympics taking place in Los Angeles. And if you're thinking, wow, where's all the drama that comes from human Olympics that I love so much? Well, guess what? The Russian guinea pigs have been caught with a doping scandal, and there's a chance that they might be using enhancing drugs, like needles and cocaine.
And to some people who are saying, LA is developing basically nothing for 2028. Fuck you, pal.
Yep.
Fuck you.
You're a piece of shit.
They're going to ruin the entire city forever.
Awful. It's awful.
They're going to turn it into a hell site where everyone who's not making over $200,000 a year will be disappeared so that no one sees them and knows they're there. And then they're going to be like, well, there's a bunch of random fucking German guys all over the town this week, so all the fucking trains are gone, traffic everywhere. Go down to SoFi Stadium. We're going to arrest everyone who's outside so no one bothers you.
Yeah, people are going to get hurt, and it's not going to be good. It's going to be brutal.
But that's also guinea pig. There's also guinea pig.
I'm so tired.
We got another hour and 10 minutes.
Is that including the extended hour?
No. I mean, yes, it is included. We're going till 9 because it would have ordinarily ended at 8.
But we're doing a hangout for the last hour,
Yeah,
right?
so we got 13 more minutes of this.
Myrrh? You just say myrrh?
I don't think we're in a place to judge.
This MF said myrrh?
I'll play the next clip.
Shit, son. Yo, what the deal? Yo, y'all watching this tape right now? That means I didn't make it. Either I'm a prisoner,
Grant, you're nailing this,
Worse.
dude.
dead. Either way it goes, I'm gonna tell y'all the rules to survive this situation. Rule number 1, you gotta be quick. Rule number 2, don't fall down. And rule number 3, whatever you do, never look back. Y'all wish me luck. Snatch and run, y'all!
No, I think that was standard.
No, this is that is for sure.
That
Don't be a
was
menace
just-
while drinking your juice in South Central.
Yeah, but it's such a Scream reference, though.
Can
it's like
someone-
it's like how do you survive the tropes of being in like a horror movie?
Can someone fact check on that? I'm pretty sure that's "Don't be a menace, while drinking your juice in South Central."
Yeah, good movie, great movie, honestly.
Pretty funny movie.
There's that backyard scene where it's like someone grinding on someone else and someone like grinding even more, and then they're just
full
fully
sex.
having
Yes.
sex.
Scary movie.
No, is that Scary Movie?
I think trope-wise, that's basically parodying Scary Movie 2 or 3, where Jamie Kennedy's character comes back in the video form and is like, "Here's how you survive being in a movie."
Right. Don't be a menace to South
Central while drinking your juice in the hood. You were close.
I've seen that movie like 8 times.
Is that a Comedy Central 2 p.m.
No,
on
you
Saturdays?
know what it was? It was we rented it from Blockbuster once and forgot to return it. And so I ended up watching it like a bunch of times.
Classic. It's classic. It's not Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice. Have you seen...
I also remember there's the postman who every time there's any moral, he comes by and
Yes.
he goes, "Message!"
Yeah. Wow, that's really good. Have you seen I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker?
You know, I never have, but I really want to.
Some
It's
funny-
on that Bill Hader list of
Yes.
200 movies every comedy writer should see.
Some really
You
good
guys
stuff
wanna
in
just
there.
Start the hangout stream now?
Yes,
What are you
yes.
talking about? I'm a sports reporter.
And we're talking about film.
All right, I'm gonna build a hangout set.
Have you seen the Chris Rock clip where he's trying to order one rib?
Yeah.
Great. It's great. A hilarious
Is
scene.
it in Pootie Tang where Chris Rock and that other guy are like, "It's hot today," and he's like, "Yeah, and it's hot too."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I know it's hot. I already said it."
Yeah, it's this whole bit. And then there's the song Pootie releases that's just dead air.
Yeah.
Basically the John Cage thing. And Chris Rock's character is the DJ. It's like, Pootie's too good! Pootie's too good! Who directed that movie? know the answer.
Roman Polanski.
Yeah, there you go. That was it. Yeah. Thank you, Data Dreamer, for confirming that.
Roman Polanski's Pootie Tang.
Yeah. Unfilmed Roman Polanski.
Pootie Tang. Yeah.
I think Clay Tatum from the Whitmer Thomas universe, they did a podcast, a live one that I saw, for God, what's the Louis C.K. movie? That's black
Don't
and
Worry,
white?
Daddy.
Don't Worry, Daddy.
Or no, not that's Don't Worry,
I
Darling.
Love You, Daddy.
I Love You, Daddy.
Yeah, where he wore a shirt that says "Unfilmed de Louis C.K."
That's awesome. I think Hayes Davenport was their guest for
Yes,
that.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
because
yes.
I listened to it.
I remember seeing that him the other. Yeah,
It is shot. That movie's crazy. I watched that movie the week the allegations came out. It was like
That's the right time to do it.
It was truly like if OJ released a video of him pretending to murder Nicole Brown Simpson.
It did.
Also, fun fact that everyone in this room would appreciate, I saw that live show with Butt P-Man.
Wow. Hero.
Yes!
I'm Peter freaking Griffin.
Hey, Lois.
We should probably figure out this mic setup.
I was gonna say, so we could lower this one.
The week the allegations came out.
The week the allegations came out in the
Wait, there's a
in the
third
trades.
shotgun mic. Where is
That's my it's my favorite Hong Sang-soo movie, The Week the Allegations came out.
Fourth shotgun mic.
Oh,
The week the allegations came out in the trades, and I'll also say when that happened, someone who we all know very well and I got in a long Facebook conversation where he was like, look, people make this stuff up all the time. People say this stuff all the time. And I went, buddy, this is not a good... I was like, let me just try to get you in front of this right now. A week from now, you're going to be very embarrassed about this take.
Yeah.
You do not want to have it.
You cannot
And he
talk
was
like
like,
that.
look, man, we don't know necessarily. Like, it's just one thing. Who knows? People, will, you know, like, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And then he really flipped on that. And he really didn't say that anymore.
Look, it was 2016, right? 2015? No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Believe me, I know.
Yeah.
I remember.
And then you think about the content.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not here.
Oh, yeah, look at his work now.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't think we're that subtle about who this possibly could
No, I
be.
don't think that Chad knows who this person is.
Because the boys in the room are sitting down. Is that cheese on the set, or is that part of Family Guy?
No, that's...
That's hilarious. It looks like it's part of Family
Wow,
Guy.
it really does.
Yeah.
It really looks animated.
Peter, you left your cheese on the carpet again.
Holy frickin' crap, Lois. I left my cheese on the carpet.
Jake, that's going to look crazy. Okay.
This is fucking great.
That's fucking nuts.
I need a mug too.
Grab the one up there and then put it on the...
Well, what's your plan here?
I can put this
Holy
tripod
frickin'
between
crap,
Rocky
Lois.
and I.
Well, I think we should probably have one splitting me and Chris and one splitting you and Rocky.
P tier Griffon.
Yeah. We're getting the audio sorted out here, folks. If you can't tell, we've transitioned into Hangout stream. We're hanging out here at the Griffin's house.
Holy moly. It's hot in here.
It's getting hot here.
So hot!
Folks, we're $456 away from doing a 24-hour stream one day. I don't know if anyone even wants us to do that.
I think it would be fun. Yeah.
So the two green dots right now got plugged in.
I can put it right here.
Oh. Chris might prefer an American Dad theme. No, I don't. Family Guy is so much better than American Dad. I cannot believe how gaslit I got on the Luke Man stream.
Did they do that? Did they try to tell you that?
Luke said he prefers American Dad to Family Guy, and I went, that's one of the most psychotic takes I've ever heard. I can't believe a human being would say that. And then we started doing this thing where every time anyone would call in, we would go Family Guy or American Dad, and American Dad won the straw poll.
Wow.
That's wild.
How many people called?
That's contrarian.
I mean, like a dozen maybe. I think we had like a dozen, we had a little less than a dozen people's vote.
I'll say I think that Roger might be a better character than any of the Family Guy
See,
characters.
that's what I said. I said Roger is the best Seth MacFarlane character.
Yeah.
However, Family Guy is significantly better than American Dad.
Yeah.
I think I'm inclined to agree, and I hate to say that.
You know who loves American Dad?
You know what clears ultimately is still The Simpsons. I know we're talking about Seth MacFarlane.
yeah, we can agree on that.
But it's like,
But
it's
that's
just,
different.
it's so, when we talk,
The Seth MacFarlane vehicle.
I think we can try to pretend that the Family Guy stuff wasn't ironic. But at the end of the day, when what we're talking about is in comparison to The Simpsons, it is ironic ultimately. It is an inferior program.
Julie donated $22.
Thank you!
Julie, thank you.
Julie.
Julie, you're the best. You're so cool, and we're so happy that you won. That was amazing. I'm so.
I love Family Guy.
I think Futurama gets a little too cute.
You're absolutely right on that. And I grew up with Futurama, and that's kind of why I love it.
Futurama has the best world, but then on like a episode by episode basis, I don't think I'm laughing at it as much as I'm laughing at Family Guy.
I agree with that.
But the concept is fun, and the sort of the if then of living in the future they make really fun.
Exactly. What the fuck, man?
I'm bringing it.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
I think I'll also say this. Zoidberg on paper should be the funniest character in any of these shows.
The problem with Futurama,
He doesn't.
in my opinion, and I love Futurama, is that it comes back twice, and it's coming back into a world where it's like everyone loves Futurama, so they're kind of playing into they're heightening Zoidberg too much. They're kind of giving in to
Zoidberg?
all the meme stuff as opposed to what made it good in the first place.
Zoidberg.
Apples with the 15.
Zoidberg.
Thank you, Apples.
I don't think anything's wrong with cute. I mean, I know
he does his little
I'm such a mark for Simpsons stuff, and I didn't realize it until I went to Universal and felt like I was having a religious experience.
Oh, isn't it the best? Springfield? They should have an even bigger Springfield, in my opinion.
They should make it bigger.
Should we put on funny hats or waves or something?
I'm wearing a funny hat.
I'll put on a funny one.
That is a funny hat. Can you throw me the captain's hat, Jake?
You want the captain's hat? Yeah.
Sure. Oh, thank you, Dinsdale.
Great point from Nate Blackist.
Yeah, whole Simpsons Park would be awesome.
That's why the
Nate
best
Blackus
show
is-
ever made is Taxi, because there's exactly 5 seasons of it.
That's
We're
a
gonna
good
save
point.
the hat for being festive.
Of course.
Then we got Simpsons crossover. That's interesting.
It happened, yeah.
Sarcasmosis says Taxi's okay. I'll ban you from the chat, motherfucker.
I like Taxi a lot. I have not.
Taxi is the best show ever fucking made.
I've not watched a lot of.
It's better than The
Cheers.
Sopranos. It's better than Mad Men. It's better than
It's-
any of those
Wow.
pedophilic vehicles.
And I love those pedophilic vehicles. Don't get me wrong.
Pedophilic. I'm
King of the Hill, I think.
I don't know.
Clears also.
More like
Mid-men. That's funny.
Come on, man.
I'll admit that that's
Come
funny,
on,
even though
man.
even
More
though
like the mid-mos.
I think this. I think that
The so-sopranos.
The sub-mid pros is really good, though.
I feel like I've said this on this show. I've said I think Mad Men is my personal favorite show. I think that Deadwood is the best written show ever that I've seen, and that the best season of television is Twin Peaks: The Return.
That's naked comedy. My dad showed us the episode of Taxi with the bisexual at Thanksgiving. His friend played the gay guy at the bar who danced with Judd Hirsch. Cool. That's fucking awesome. That's
Wow, that
awesome.
rocks.
Taxi is
Talk your
so
shit.
good.
Taxi
also,
rocks.
I'm not a guy who like pretends to know about like TV writing or is like, this is how you write pilots or whatever. But the episode 1 of season 4, which I believe is Jim the Psychic. I know it's Jim the Psychic, but I don't know if it's episode 1 or whatever.
But the TV one?
It's the one where Jim realizes he's a psychic.
Right. And then
And it is just it is one of the best scripts I've ever read in my entire life.
Taxi's amazing. Taxi's really, really, really great stuff.
I still think, and I want to say this again on the record, when Rocky sees The Leftovers, he will become an altered man. It will become like his, and in a good way, where it's like, that's fun and good for him. I'm excited he found it. It will become his personality for a couple months. In a fun, in the way that like when I feel like my personality changed when I saw Deadwood.
Sure.
For the first time, for like where I was just in this space of like really wanting to pick apart the language of it, and I was obsessed with it. I think you'll become obsessed with The Leftovers. It's right up your alley.
I think you're right. My writing partner also says as much too, and he loves it. So I definitely can see myself falling really victim to it. I'm already going through The Sopranos again right now. Also, Dinsdale Piranha and Sarcasmosis, respect for the John Benjamin Has a Van love. Anyone watching The Curse? Also, Fido Rolls and the Round of the Band, the show. Fantastic show.
I gotta start The Curse.
Curse is crazy.
I've heard it's really insane.
It's really weird. It's a really,
Getting
really weird show.
mixed reviews.
Nate Blackist, I think when you get to the 3rd episode, it's the episode that focuses on the preacher. I think that was when I got hooked.
Is that Christopher Eccleston?
The Christopher Eccleston episode.
This episode of Improv for Humans has an incredibly funny scene in it.
Is that Zach Cherry?
It's Zach Reno and Jess McKenna.
Reno, got it. Cool.
There's a really, really funny...
Dog Bites Man. What's your favorite one season Comedy Central show? Mine is Stella. I love Stella. Leftovers was meh. Dinner canceled me, please.
Dinner cancel
I
me,
get it.
please?
I like leftovers from dinner.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. That's funny.
Nathan Fielder's a full weirdo. Kids in the Hall influence. I actually started getting into Kids in the Hall it was like 4 years after this show was started. But we got a lot of people being like, this is kind of like Kids in the Hall.
Not enough people including gifts with their donations. Thank you, Stagnation,
and
for
there
that.
was Brokeback Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain, shouts out.
Kids in the Hall is a weird thing. Canadian comedy is very fascinating. I'm very fascinated by it. But I didn't grow up watching it. It was only a recent discovery for me.
Yeah, I feel that with SCTV.
Yes.
Like everyone on it is so good, but I
Yeah.
feel like I'm watching a comedy from like a foreign country where I'm like, I don't understand. Which I guess technically it is.
Literally, yeah.
But it feels like it's like I don't understand the language they're speaking or like the cultural references.
the
they're
references.
making.
The things that elicit laughter without even trying.
Yeah.
Or even, it's
Where's
so
the show
fascinating.
from? What's
Canada.
Toronto.
Canadian.
Is it just a hyperspecificity of local stuff?
Not really. It's almost like a rhythmic thing with Canadian comedy. It's like I don't know what it's just
things that don't appear as jokes get laughs.
Yeah.
And
What's
you're
the
like,
one
what
where?
fuck?
What's the one where it's the folks sitting around in a row and they have this very clippy sort of back and
Bill
forth?
Brasky.
No.
Yes and no. Which, for the record, Lorne Michaels, Canadian.
No. It's a Canadian show, and it's very Letterkenny. That's the one.
So you're
saying
I hated Letterkenny.
People love that show, and I bet I would like it too. Trailer Park Boys, love that.
Isn't
in high
that
school.
a thing that started as a YouTube?
I believe so.
I think it was a YouTube show, and then it got turned into.
You also might be
real
thinking
show.
of Nirvana the band, the show, which is also.
Well, I know
Canadian.
I know the difference between those two.
Yeah.
But I think Letterkenny also
Probably
started
is like
as a web series, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah, I bounced right off Letterkenny. A friend was very enthusiastic about showing it to me, and I disliked it immediately.
It sucks when that happens with something that someone's very enthusiastic about.
It's a real bummer.
Because it almost feels like a psychological thing of like the enthusiasm kind of killed it. One of the Trailer Park Boys is an abuser. Fuck, sucks.
That's kind of on brand.
My favorite
right?
Canadian show is
maybe
Derangers.
Oh God.
It's hockey.
I Think You Should Leave is a great show, and I think I would agree if I watched the entire season in a sitting, I feel like it would become tiresome. I think you have to kind of sprinkle that.
That's why it's nice they're like 15-minute long episodes.
Yeah.
I think it's a good case for the quarter-hour comedy, which also exists on Adult Swim with like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or even Robot Chicken if you want. 11 minutes for a comedy is good. SpongeBob even. SpongeBob episodes are 2 11-minute episodes. Sorry, go ahead.
My apartment manager was on I Think You Should Leave, says Data Dreamer. Who were they on I Think You Should Leave?
Ooh, let us please know. Please let us know.
Guy who's been on the show, Bardia Salimi, was on I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah?
And what's funny is Bardia's comedy is entirely... He kind of has the Sam Kinison screamo thing, where it's very funny when he screams. He does it so well. And Bardia was in a sketch where every single actor but him in it screamed through the entire thing. And he was just straight man reacting to things.
It's pretty fun.
I felt crazy. I was like, you have the best screamer in the world, and you're just having him stand there and react?
They don't know.
They're not going to know.
He was running an HR thing in the 3rd season. Oh, is that the one where he was like, let's say these two people don't like each other, and then Tim Robertson like builds out the analogy too long?
I thought that was the Bardia one.
No, that's... that is also kind of like that.
It's like an office
This one is
thing,
like
right?
a different one.
Yeah.
108 people still watching. Isn't that interesting?
Anything else besides TV we want to talk
I'm
about?
gonna take a nap real quick.
Power nap.
Does anyone have any questions for the guys we can go through and...
Yeah, we're officially in hangout mode. Can I ask about your thoughts on Mr. Show?
I haven't seen enough of it.
I haven't seen too much Mr. Show, to be honest.
It's just, I mean, it's like any other sketch show. I feel like it's better. Like, there's really good meta, I guess, bits on Mr. Show, but I'd say just put it on par with a lot of 90s sketch comedy shows that I really like. I guess it's better than like Mad TV or something, but I grew up watching Mad TV, so every sketch show has their own little things that I take from it. But I mean, like, look at this the cast list. You got Tom Kenny, SpongeBob before SpongeBob. You got Paul F. Tompkins, Brian Posehn, Scott Aukerman was writing on there a little bit. Jay Johnston, who is now canceled because he was at the insurrection. Many other people. John Ennis, who runs the Yard Theater, which a lot of our friends do shows at.
Wow, so these guys are all friends with Ron, huh?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Ron Lynch, I'm sure, was on an episode or two of Mr. Show. Jack Black, before he became a movie star, was on Mr. Show a lot.
I want to give a quick shout out. Someone's asking if we could say hi to their friend. Hello, IP Freely. Good to see you.
Hi, IP Freely.
Thank you for watching.
Someone asked about
So nice.
D's also earlier.
Oh,
Sarah Silverman was
D's
on
what?
there.
Boys.
D's boys. No, we don't have a Patreon, should we?
Who asked that?
Fido rules.
We're
Wow,
talking
John
about
Tron.
it.
That's a name I haven't seen in
I know.
We're
dog's
talking
age.
about the Patreon.
We're talking about a Patreon. It would probably be a lot like this.
True.
Podcast.
Would you pay for this?
Good. Yeah.
I wouldn't, but
What video games do you guys play?
Fansley win.
Rocky's really into arcade games right now. Into
I really love
pinball.
pinball and arcade games. I was just playing the Creature from the Black Lagoon pinball machine, which is great because it's themed after a drive-in movie theater, so all of the shots trigger things that are like opening the snack bar or like a guy's car getting in your way and you have to like blow it up or move it or something.
Was the
like
Beatles
that.
one fun? You posted
The Beatles
that?
one is great. It's a reskin of an old machine, so it has this kind of 1970s feel, but it's updated with all the digital screens and everything. But otherwise, video games wise, haven't been playing. I played Resident Evil a lot this summer, and I love that franchise, but I stopped for a while too. You see the pinball biopic film? I did, starring Connor Ratliff. of Deadeye's fame. It's a cute movie, for sure. It's a very cute movie. But yeah, I just love going to arcades and playing arcade games.
I think the last 3 games that I remember playing throughout, I played Disco Elysium.
Yeah.
And Death Stranding, and then The Last of Us Part 2, and loved all 3. I tend to, like movies, I tend to only play stuff that I'm pretty confident I know I'm gonna love, and all 3 of those were right up my alley.
My girlfriend is writing a video game right now, a narrative branching video game, and so we are trying to play more Disco Elysium to kind of just study and see how it plays and how it is structured and everything like that. What I've played, I love.
It's really brilliant. It's really brilliant. It's very fun, very thoughtful. The writing is spectacular.
Yeah.
I would say Death Stranding is definitely worth it. Get a whale. I thought it was terrific, and for it to have been released when it was, I think made it especially impactful because it felt very, in the same way that Kojima tends to predict the future with a lot of stuff. It was released a month into COVID, and it's so remarkable how many of its themes kind of play into the idea of isolation and alienation and everything.
Well,
a dying world.
They probably knew it was coming because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic, and they're right next to China.
Right, Jake.
They're right next to China,
exactly right.
so they probably just like peeked through the curtains and were like, "Ooh."
We should probably make a video game about this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like vibes games.
Vibes games,
like just games where I can not have to like, I can zone out for a while and it's fine, like Minecraft or City Skylines, where I could like get really into it for a while, but then also maybe just like have a podcast going on in the background. I get really down in there, I start messing around, but then for 10 minutes I can just kind of like flop around the world for a while and just sort of like run around. I just want to get like in a world and not have the pressure to like do anything, but if I want to do stuff, I can also do stuff.
I miss playing Minecraft with you. That was so much fun. Do you play Apex still?
I watch competitive Apex.
Sure.
I watch competitive Apex and competitive Smash Bros. Melee.
Mhm.
Those are my 2 esports. And a little bit of Rocket League.
I play Sporkle.
Sporkle.
That was my thing in high school because it was the only video game you could play on school internet.
I play Countries of the World on Sporkle.
Sporkle's like a trivia game site.
I didn't know what
it's
that
like
was.
a bunch of like, the capital of the country, that kind of thing.
Do you find that you feel nostalgia when you see locales from certain video games? Because I gamed a lot when I was younger, and in the same way that if I saw a childhood playground, I would feel a degree of nostalgia when I see like the little housing section of Jack and Daxter, or the first level of Ratchet and Clank, or
certain Halo levels,
Traverse
I'm sure.
Town from Kingdom Hearts. I'm immediately like, I feel this really deep well of nostalgia.
My thought on that is that most of those games were developed at a time where there's not a lot of horsepower to fill those places with a lot of NPCs and whatnot, which ends up leading to this liminal space thing that people are obsessed with.
Absolutely.
Like Super Mario 64, the levels of Tony Hawk and everything, they're just these huge sandboxes with a lot of emptiness.
They do feel like liminal spaces.
Exactly.
There's a sort of a melancholy, just sort of innate to the space.
But the fact that, God, I wish I just had my PlayStation 2 still, to play whatever on the tiniest, TV, CRT TV. Yeah.
Getawell says, I played Wordle a lot in middle school, which is crazy to me because I associate Wordle with like, I was out of college when Wordle came out.
Yeah, exactly. My girlfriend still plays Wordle every day. Your
played
liminal
Wordle for a while.
Sarcasmosis has owned us.
There were less games. Also, I just tended to be, I was bad at video games, and so I just tended to play the ones that I liked.
Yeah.
Because they were easy.
Oh, Getawell's just joshing.
That's funny.
What is Wordle? Wordle is a word game where you are trying to guess
what is today's word?
The word by entering letters. You get like 6 guesses.
I'm gonna play right
it's
now.
a 5-letter word, I think, right?
Yeah,
5-letter word.
Yeah.
So you get 6 guesses, you guess a word, and then it will tell you which of the letters that you correctly guessed in the word. It'll mark
Is that
those
your
with
first
yellow.
guess every time?
And then if you get the right letter and the right place in the word, it's green. And then you try to progressively sort of like whittle down what the correct answer is based on the clues you get for which letters are correct in each guess. I don't know if
I articulated that in a way that makes sense. But
Makes sense.
it's a word puzzle game.
I like
I play
the.
Sudoku.
Sudoku is
It's
good.
kind of like, yeah, there's a little bit, I mean, they're boxes, I guess.
I was playing the bee game, the little honeycomb game a lot, where it's like the
Spelling
letters
bee.
in the spelling bee. Yeah.
Spelling bee is a good one.
If we weren't doing this show, what would we be doing? Do you mean tonight
Right
or just
now?
in general?
I'd probably still be in a garage, but a car would be running and there'd be a hose going into the driver window. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry.
That's funny. It's good. I was trying to think of things to add to it. Just like a loosened tie draped around your neck, something like that.
If I weren't doing this right at this very moment, I would probably be in my room hanging out with my cats because I'm about to go away for 10 days, and so I'll be getting some FaceTime in with
Are
my
they just
kitties.
hanging out here?
They're gonna be here. Grant's gonna
Okay.
be keeping an eye on them.
Nice.
I'm cat sitting for 2 people.
Are you helping with Winnie
Dual duty.
also?
No, I'm a friend of Jamie's.
Got it.
They said in general, not tonight.
In
right
general,
now.
got it. So if we were not here, if Everything Now did not exist, I'd probably be doing more movie stuff, I guess. So I don't know. If Everything Now didn't exist, I don't know if I'd even be living with my girlfriend right now. So
I'd probably be living in Rochester working at a weed factory with my brother.
That's so cool.
Weed factory.
yeah, maybe I'd be like living in Orange County or something. I don't know, because Everything Now really kept me in LA for a long time. I don't know.
It's hard to say what I would be doing. I was trying.
Hard to imagine.
I
right?
drive by because there was an apartment that I almost got. I was like the very next applicant from the one that they accepted, and it was the one right before I ended up finding your place. And every day when I leave work, I drive by, and I sometimes find myself thinking, what would my life feel like if I wound up there?
Can someone ask me the question again that was just asked that we're answering?
What would you be doing if not Everything Now?
Big mansion, drum set, backyard, pool next to it.
Skate park.
Skate park and backyard. It's got 2 hot tubs. And it's kind of like Mickey Mouse ears, and the pool's shaped like Mickey Mouse face. And I got a back house that has bigger arcade games inside of it. You got Mortal Kombat 3, you got Mortal Kombat 2, you got Street Fighter 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Rock Band, Guitar Hero drums, Dance Dance Revolution machine, 2 of them. And there's pool tables. Yeah, there's a slide. Slide comes down from the 5th floor of my house. It goes into the pool.
The 5th floor?
5th floor. And on the 7th floor of the house is where I live and sleep. And I have an elevator that goes up there, actually. And I take the elevator and see all the other parts of my house where I see the workers, the guys I pay to work for me. And they be all doing like, hello, Mr. Potterito. And be like, hello, go about your day, please, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'd be doing right now if it wasn't an Everything Now show.
That
I
looked
don't
like
think
it
that was
really
on
hurt.
purpose.
That looks like it really hurt, actually.
I would probably still be streaming. I'd just probably do some kind of stream. I like streaming.
I'll just move over a little bit so we don't have to
I
look
like
at this.
I don't know. Obviously I couldn't do Everything Now show by myself, but I have found that I really like the production part of streaming. And so I would maybe try to find some way to do streaming in a way that one person can do it, but it would be a lot less fun because there's only so much you can do as one person when streaming. And everybody's asking where I'm going and stuff. I'm not leaving the show. I'm going home to visit my family in Chicago for 10 days for the holidays for Christmas. So I'm leaving on Sunday and I will be back on the 26th. So I'm going to miss a couple shows, but I will be back.
Oh, I gotta put in the calendar. I'm gonna go into a wedding at the beginning of January. In Texas. First time in Texas, too. But the January calendar's not even up yet, actually, so I can worry about that. I did that on purpose, and it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would.
You're going to set up the January calendar tonight? You're going to set the social?
It's a good idea.
Tonight I'm working. I'm doing an overnight.
Hey, I'm right there with you, brother.
Man.
2
These
overnights.
boys have a long night ahead of them.
I guess me too, technically. I'm going to Cuero, Texas. I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to Cuero, Texas.
So if you're by Cuero, Texas, in the beginning of January, make sure to murder Rocky.
Right there.
How does one write shows for improv? I mean, you don't write shows for improv.
No.
That's kind of the whole point.
The most you can do is situational. I mean, just kind of set up the fact that, yeah, you're a Uber driver.
Interesting. And then everyone else is a passenger, and then you can improvise the stuff that happens within that structure or whatever. But that's the most that we would do for setup, basically. Everything else is the improv itself. So you just want to create yourself a good bun for the improv hot dog to sit within.
Exactly.
Thank you, Humstantive.
Doctor Who Cares 88 asks how did Grant join the group. I moved in, got lucky. Was asked to do the show as a guest. I wanted to do it anyway, but did it as a guest a bunch, and then came on as a host in August of last year.
Yeah.
So.
Y'all addicted to coffee? I take caffeine pills in the morning.
Really?
I take well, not pills. I take one caffeine pill, a supplement. I take it. I don't know how much is in there, but it's like 2 cups of coffee. And I take that when I wake up. It's great.
I started drinking coffee pretty regularly recently, and it really does help me kind of regulate myself and get started in the day. And I'm also trying to not smoke weed past 11 p.m. because I feel like anything after that, I usually end up with like a weird weed hangover in the morning.
When was the last time SNL was funny? They had that George Washington sketch a couple weeks ago. I thought that was very funny.
You're watching current SNL?
Hang on a second.
That was with Nate Bargatze?
Yeah.
Nate Bargatze was a fucking host on SNL?
Yeah, I know. I was like,
why?
He's funny. Like,
I think he's
funny. He's a good
Who is
stand-up,
this?
but exactly.
He's a fucking stand-up.
He's just like kind of a random stand-up. I guess he's way bigger than I thought.
I guess so, but it's just the strangest pull for a host. I would love SNL more if it had more people like that on, I guess, but like, I really didn't get it, because usually they get fucking celebrities and stuff. But last time SNL was...
heard of this guy.
It felt like a situation where they had someone really big and then they had to bail at the last minute, and they were like, well, you can get Nate Bargatze.
I guess
he's a
so.
clean comic. I mean, nothing against Nate. He's totally good, confident stand-up.
stand-up, yeah.
But just like felt like a sort of tier below the type of celebrity you would normally see.
He's 1.2.
It was during the strikes.
I agree with that. He has 1.2 million followers on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, he's no nobody.
Yeah.
But I saw that George Washington sketch. It was pretty good. It was written by Streeter Seidel, who is now, I don't think the head writer, but like one of the main writers at SNL.
It was extremely funny. It was really, really funny. And there have been a few sketches in the last couple of years that I think one of the funniest sketches I've seen from the show, period, full stop, was from it was a recent one, and it was The Rock inventing Chomo Domo, the child molestation robot. Do you remember? Have you seen that?
I don't think I have.
It's a convention of the most evil people in the world, and everybody's like, I made a shrink ray, I made a freeze ray, and he's like, I made a robot that molests children.
I do like that bit.
That's good.
It's really funny. It's really very funny.
Nate Blackett says that he's huge because his audience is so
makes sense,
big.
like a Brian Regan type.
Because he does, yeah.
Energy
Brian
very
Regan is
different.
Great. Wow, Brian Regan hosting SNL would be awesome.
Yeah.
He is so funny. I love Brian Regan.
I think he's great. I had an ex who was really into Brian Regan, and I was very pleased to discover him basically through her. Brian Regan would be insane. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. I mean, I didn't really love anything that was happening during like the Lonely Island, Bill Hader era, even though there's some good stuff in there, obviously. I just didn't watch SNL consistently, and when I would be met with a lot of awkward sketches that I didn't find that funny.
There's one that's kind of flies under the radar a lot, where it's the potato chip sketch. Have you seen this with the NASA one?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
So we could do this.
I hate that one.
It's not my favorite, especially because it's a close to end of show one, and the audience is not picking up on it, which usually does contribute to a sketch not really landing. And I like Lonely Island, but I love Will Forte. I know that much. I really love Will Forte.
Yeah.
I think he's a fantastic actor. Very funny.
Yeah, he's very funny.
And I was gonna say we can do draft picks on your ultimate SNL cast. That's a game I usually play with friends.
You know what I watch every Saturday night?
Yeah.
Everything Now show.
The Tomorrow Show with Ron Lynch.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You're right, Get a Whale. You know, without Mr. Show, you don't get Tim and Eric, I guess, because Bob Odenkirk uses his cachet on comedians he likes, including Tim and Eric, and then kind of gave him a thing, and then, look who's part of Tim and Eric, John C. Reilly. Interesting. Interesting.
Theo, are you okay?
Interesting.
Theo, just like
you can go to sleep.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to watch your
show. You can go to bed.
You're a mean one, Mr. Lynch.
Did Tomorrow's Show get bumped tonight? Apparently he's doing something at midnight, but they didn't tell me. They didn't tell him either. When I talked to him last week, he was like, oh, I guess I got bumped again.
Have you watched home movies since you started working with Ron?
No, I haven't.
It's
but
wild.
He likes it.
Brendan, why don't you study? If you just studied, we wouldn't be having this conversation, and nobody else would be hearing it.
You know, I've gotten that before.
I think it's late. But this is how I knew Ron Lynch for a long time.
Who was the first president of the United States? You wrote yes.
Yeah, well, that question wasn't very specific.
Well, how about this? The question was, who wrote Hamlet? You wrote the Pope's cousin, Count Popula, a magical monster with pencils for arms.
To be honest, Mr. Lynch, I made that one up.
Okay, look.
So, shouts out Ron Lynch.
He rocks.
Go
He's
watch home movies for Ron Lynch.
I also want to be clear, I watched the first 40 seasons of Saturday Night Live.
Jimmy, pull that up.
I watched every single episode of the first 40 seasons of Saturday Night Live.
That's nuts. That's a lot.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Because in high school I was really, really into Saturday Night Live.
That's the time
I read
to get
Live
into
from New
it.
York,
Yeah.
the full book, the full anthology. I used to watch it every week.
What happened?
It's bad.
But I mean, like, you just hate sketch comedy, period.
Because it's bad.
You watched 40 seasons of it.
It's funny having gone to college with Chris, and I think Jake probably knows more of this because he lived with Chris more than I did. But seeing Chris kind of like land on a lane of comedy, and I'm not saying that you're like, closing out everything else, but I do. It's interesting having seen you kind of like really land on improv as something, really tangible and with a lot of room to,
It rocks. It's cool.
Yeah, it's great.
It's based.
It is based.
Improv's based. Sketch is cringe.
We can agree on that.
All comedy is bad.
It's all cringe.
It's
Everything
all
sucks.
bad now.
No,
It
improv's
sucks.
actually cool. I'll give you that comedy in general is a pathetic endeavor, but improv's actually cool.
It's a bummer.
Using the word cool for
It's all
improv
about
is-
content, baby. It's all about streaming content.
Once upon a time, improv
It's
was
all about
straight up cool, though.
reacting to
Improv is
TikToks and creating.
I'm in the
online
middle of
beats.
this opinion.
Improv is cool. It's awesome. Just because people do it bad doesn't mean it's not good.
Same could be said of sketch.
No, sketch is true.
Just the
See?
immediate.
It was like, yeah.
The immediate.
as if
No.
college.
No.
I'm kidding.
Oh. Yeah. See. Thank you, Creative Steve. Chris, read Creative Steve's comment.
No, I'm not gonna.
I'll do it. Actually, Chris, I saw my clown friend do his first sketch comedy show a couple months ago. It was flawlessly hysterical.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
You're gonna argue with Creative Steve?
The idea of a clown performer doing sketch comedy sends shivers up my spine.
A clown
It
performer
makes me
doing
just
sketch.
think, and this is just because I work at a comedy theater, but it makes me go, I'm gonna have to clean up throw up. If there's a clown person doing sketch comedy, I'm gonna have to clean up some fucking crackers that they stepped on and spit out into someone else's mouth.
Is that do you imagine that kind of stuff when you think about clowning? Creative Steve and Theo and everyone else who loves clowning? Because we do exist in LA where a very specific brand of clowning has kind of run rampant. But I don't know how national that is. I don't know how huge the Natalie Palomidas of the world are. Yeah? So you do imagine people like cutting open fish and getting guts all over the stage and like
It's more just
a
like
splash zone and
performance art.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like being like I'm the mayor, and then just like completely getting ass naked and just starting to like dry hump another performer on stage.
Okay, that's funny. That's
Clowning, gooning, same thing.
Thank you.
I still can't believe I didn't understand what gooning was.
What?
But
Gooning? Oh, really?
I did not know. I really did think it was a bunch of guys getting
comedy.
together.
What's
to
the
jerk off.
other theater?
Listen, I could watch more home movies, but I'm such a weirdo. Every time I try, I just want to watch more Science Court. I don't know what Science Court is.
Maybe they're thinking of like The Yard. What are they thinking about?
There's also Lyric Hyperion. I guess you.
But Theo, what if the purpose of that performance art is what if I took my dick out right now?
Right. That's the kind of.
What if the
unfortunate
question
thing.
you're asking the audience?
PDA.
Oh
There
yeah.
you
What
go.
if the question you're asking the audience is, how would you handle me throwing up a Subway sandwich on stage?
Mac plays that is such an interesting point, but I feel like over the years it's been more obvious that Eric Andre is a very sensitive, thoughtful person. I'm not saying he's like an amazing. I think he's very funny. I think his comedy's like very much died down over the years, and he's a little more polite than
he used to be when he would go out in public and like be naked and vomit on people and stuff like that.
Thank you, NDBB.
Yeah.
He has like a Bugs Bunny. Yeah, I think I love Eric Andre.
There are not good and bad ways to do every art form.
There's only one right way to do it.
There's only one right way to do it, and I know it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it for every single thing.
Could I make it big in the LA theater scene just by having sex on stage with no other material or context? I'd buy it.
You can make it big in a certain LA
If at the end,
scene.
if at the end you
comedy.
talk about your previous relationships and how they've not worked out for you, and then also
And how you wish you were on TV.
and have if you talk about how you really want reps and then
Yeah.
cover yourself in whip cream, then you can.
If you say all of this was an expression of the discontent I feel at being a bisexual with no manager in Hollywood, then you're gonna kill it.
And Brando, you're right. Eric Andre's stand kind of sucks. He's a better actor, or I don't know. Just like his stand-up's very. He does the same set for the past 10 years, basically. Hey, fuck you guys.
Fair enough.
Egg on our
I
face.
agree.
You got a good point.
You're right. I'm sorry. It is very difficult to be a white bisexual woman in Los Angeles, California. That is a plight no one will ever be able to understand or deal with.
Are you reading a comment right now, or are you just saying that about yourself?
Yeah, I'm just saying that about myself.
Got it.
Well, we got a half hour left, folks.
Having fun.
We still have a half an hour to alienate the rest of you. And
How many people are watching, chat? How many people?
None of us can see the
They'll tell
numbers.
us. They'll tell us.
What's up, guys? I just came home drunk. What did I miss past 4 hours?
That's such a stupid number.
Is it more people than that were watching when we were doing it?
Is Jake leaving the show? No, I'm just going home to visit my family. I'll be back on the 26th.
He's abandoning us!
I'm just going to visit my family for the holidays. I will be back.
I know you are, Theo.
But if the show sucks for the next 10 days,
you know why?
You know why?
We're gonna make it bad on purpose so you miss Jake. So when the show's bad, that's because we're trying to make you not miss Jake.
We have a very.
We could be really funny in those 10 days, but we're gonna not. So
We're
you
gonna
go like,
go out of our way to not do that.
I really need Jake.
It's a courtesy.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jake's leaving? People,
I'm out of here.
listen to what is being said.
We have a very tech-heavy next show on Monday. And it will be the first show that
will
I'm
somebody
gone.
be permanently replacing Jake when he leaves? Yeah, we're actually very excited to say we're gonna get. Fuck, I messed it up. I was gonna say
That's me with every bit of
I was
improv
gonna
that
say
I do.
the guy. Tim Meadows. We're so happy.
Yes!
To say we're gonna have Tim Meadows
Sorry.
replacing Jake.
Oh, man. All the people still disappointed that it's
AI
not Jake
Jake.
when we have Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
Oh, but Jake was he so cutie pie? We gotta get Jake.
Tim Meadows
I can't
is
fuck
bae.
Tim Meadows. I can't fuck Tim Meadows.
is bae. What are you talking
Tim
about?
Meadows
The chat is Jake pilled.
The chat's Jake pilled.
Have you decided to leave Everything Now show since you last said it?
When
the
has
more
he
we
said
talk
that?
about it, the more I'm considering it. How does all the scenes and how long does it take to build one for a
does all the
stream?
scenes?
Oh,
You're a mess,
I can't
bro.
read. They take a while. It depends. At this point, it's a lot of kind of. There's a structure that we sort of have for most of our formats, and so it's a lot of just kind of finding assets. But I would say somewhere between 5 and 8 hours.
I used to make very scuffed sets, and they would look crazy. There was a Mall Santa episode that was wackadoodle.
The Mall Santa episode is great. That's a format we should bring back.
I
at
would
some
totally
point.
do Mall Santa
I
again.
mean,
Mall
None
in
of Your
general
Nice
is a really fun one.
but
What show did that red chair come from? Looks very Blue's Clues.
this one,
Yeah.
I don't know. It came from
It's a
Google Images
PNG.
It does look
When I
very
use
Blue's
computer,
Clues.
I get scared.
Jake, you should check your Discord for like 7 minutes of content. I will check my Discord when we're done.
Chris looks like Mario. The red hat. That's funny.
Yep.
Has anyone said Gus or B lately?
Gus or B.
I just did.
Gusser.
They're asleep in my room right now.
Doctor, who cares? Can Chris bring back the therapy format? I promise you, you're the only person who wants that. In the
I
world.
like the therapy
People
format.
like it.
I feel like we're overstating, or like we're like taking on too much the idea that people don't like that format.
Thank you,
which-
Sarcasmosis.
I think
the
it's good.
data is in. The people don't like that format. We have hard evidence to back it up.
I don't like that format.
Oh, there you
I
go.
find myself struggling with it.
I want us to start doing more host switches because I want to be
I am into
characters
that.
in the formats I host.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be okay swapping around again a little bit. Because we've been doing this like setup for nearly a year now, I guess, of like
I don't know, what were the major changes? I guess we brought
We
back...
just added new formats.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, maybe we could swap around a little bit.
Hard to swap out Junks, but I would love to be a guest on Junks. We did Lonks that one time.
Yeah. Yeah, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
The problem with Analyze D's is the interactivity. It's not good, and it reflects in y'all not triggering any of the interactive elements during Analyze D's.
That's your fault.
The data suggests that the more interactivity you guys have, really the more opportunity for you guys to feel like you're being funny, the better the format is received.
The more that it's your show too, friends, the better. Yeah. And we are working on revamping some things that some interactivity elements we feel that you don't think is your show too, friends. Will J. Adomian come back someday? I love him. We love him too. Adomian will be back. I'm actually tentatively going to start working for Adomian next month.
Awesome.
Wow.
As a part-time, I'm a part-time assistant to James Adomian, tentatively.
Wow. Hell yeah.
So I'll try to get him in. But he said, I asked him about December, and he said it was very busy. Really crazy, I went to go see a show at UCB, and as I was leaving the show, Adomian was walking into the bar next to it. And I was like, oh, what's up, brother? And then we sat down and basically drank at that bar for 5 hours talking about Armenia and stuff. And he mentioned he needed an assistant, and I was like, I could help out sometime. And then we followed up about it, and I'm starting in January.
That's so cool.
That's Hollywood, baby.
That's Hollywood,
showbiz.
baby.
It's who you know. Adobe. Says Brando.
Adobian.
And Leanne, person who's been on the show a few times, Leanne comes up to us, and I was like, this is James Adomian, and she obviously had no idea who he was, and was just like, oh, okay. And I was like, he's like a really good comedian. And she was like, cool.
I believe you.
So do you do stand-up? Do you do improv? And I was like, he does a lot of...
Does it all.
You were answering for him.
I was like, he does a lot of things, he's very good and famous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood.
So unfair.
That's showbiz, baby. We got some exciting stuff happening.
It's wild.
Yeah.
We're in
On
a
Everything Now
really
Show,
interesting
folks.
place for Everything Now Show.
Might have some pretty cool announcements at the start of the year.
Potentially a very big, exciting thing happening in late
January.
January.
I'm so excited.
Keep your eyes on.
I hope it's the beginning of a really cool chapter for us. But probably
we
shouldn't
can't
say
say more about it, so probably not even worth bringing up here, other than to build some hype.
Let's just say we're all gonna touch penis heads.
Finally.
And then everything's gonna be different.
Sorry,
after
Mother
that.
Nipplebottom. We tried. We
already got it. We already got it.
I'm sorry I said nothing. I'm sorry I said nothing.
36 more minutes to raise. Yeah, technically, if you guys want to help us hit a 24-hour stream, and you don't have to, but
don't feel like you have to do
no
that at
pressure. I feel like the people at Boys and Girls Club of America are going to be more than happy with the results of tonight's fundraiser.
Yeah.
I want to say more than quadrupled my expectation for the amount of money that we were going to raise tonight.
And folks, if you can't give us more money, that's fine.
That's actually
A-okay.
really fine.
Do not feel like you've disappointed or let
It's the
anyone
holiday
down.
season.
Yeah, please,
Don't worry
for the
about
love
it.
of God, don't feel an obligation.
Go buy gifts for your family.
Yeah.
The charity, I think we did a great job.
Get your family Starbucks gift cards and McDonald's gift cards.
Yep.
Exclusively.
That's right.
Get the McNugget buddies.
Get the McNugget buddies.
Did you guys really not know about McNugget buddies?
I've been seeing TikToks. There's one TikTok ad with the McNugget buddies that's so surreal. I watch the whole thing every time. It almost feels like they made it really weird on purpose so that people would watch the whole thing to
Yeah.
just be like, "What the fuck is this?"
That's like what they have with the McDonald's lamp.
For me, I may be too tired and sincere, but this was a wild year for me, and the show felt like a weird fucking backdrop to it all.
Me too, honestly.
Thank you, everybody. I agree.
Yeah.
This year certainly had this show in it quite a bit, but it's been a great time, and I hope you all got something out of us doing this all the time.
Yeah, I hope we provided some joy or
Fear.
Yeah, exactly. In a tasteful way.
Hopefully, we awoken some of you in a strange way that you didn't expect. How much money did the Venmo make when it was the lads and gals group for the United States?
$1.
$1.69. And thank you to everybody who Venmos me. I don't give it to the show. I keep it for myself.
Chris keeps that money.
How often do you get Venmo?
Yeah, more than you'd think. They
Gridleaf
probably
says they're
Venmoed me
woke now.
about $7.
Gridleaf says that they're woke now.
Stay woke.
You're welcome.
Thank you for doing this entertainment, y'all, for the past 3 years from Creative Steve. Steve, thank you for watching this show.
Thank you. Sorry for the first 2 years, but I'm glad the last 3 have been good for you.
GoGo Gadget has Venmoed at least twice.
I was kidding about
That's right. GoGo Gadget has. I think GoGo Gadget Venmoed today.
Are there any other questions that people have?
Between your Venmos to me and sending out all your shirts, I know where a lot of you. I know your real names, and in some cases, I know where you live.
Yeah, I get emails from all the donations for the.
Yeah, anytime somebody donates to our PayPal, we get an email with their email address.
That's
it's very
so
interesting.
If you bought a shirt, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, I know where you live now.
He really means that.
That's right.
He really means that.
All right, we got 23 more minutes here, folks. Let's get into the real shit here.
Ask us
What
some
do you guys
questions.
want to know? When we do the real hangout, we should probably plan some topics so that it's not just this.
Yeah.
Well,
Mitch F. Anderson.
Thank you, Mitch.
Mitch, the last time I was doing this,
Thank you.
showed up with a box full of Taco Bell and changed my life forever.
I was watching that from I was out of town and I got really sad because I was like, I wish I was there to
Will
eat
Jack
Taco
Brown
Bell.
ever be back? We've been trying to get Jack back in all month.
He's
a busy man.
a hot item right now. It's tough to lock him down. We've tried to get him 3 different times this month and he's been busy every time. But I really like Jack. I think he's great on the show.
Stagnation. Thank you.
Thank you, Stagnation.
Stagnation. Thank you. And congrats on your sub, Julie.
Would anyone want to watch a hangout stream where I talk about It's a Wonderful Life and watch it and pause it and talk about it as we're
Talk
watching
about why
it?
he's actually an abuser.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
It's technically not It's technically not.
Is it in the public
I think it's in the public domain.
It is actually, yeah. I think that's
How
funny
old
enough.
is it?
That is
No,
why
it's
that
not.
movie got popular because they fucked up.
You're right.
And
That's
it's in the
true.
public domain, and it only became popular through TV screenings. When it first came out, it did not do well. I remember rewatching it and learning this last Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's weird. It is weirdly in the
I've
public
never heard of
domain.
that.
My
But if
Christmas
that's
goon
true-
be weird. My Christmas goon be weird too.
Yeah.
All my goons are weird these days.
Seems like some people would watch it. I'll think about it. I just really want to talk about that movie right now.
Twitch channels do watch parties all the time. Yeah, but I feel like
Metropolis
they're
just
not
became
supposed to.
man.
It's illegal.
There's
unless it's copyright, unless you're doing fair use and you're stopping it so often and adding enough that it becomes.
I mean, I think that would almost be what I'd want to do with it. I think.
Although It's a Wonderful Life initially received mixed reviews and was unsuccessful at the box office, it became a Christmas classic after its copyright lapsed in 1974 and it fell
How
into the public
old is
domain.
that movie? It lapsed
from the
in
40s.
40s, yeah, and which allowed it to be broadcast without licensing or
I think
royalty
they fucked us
fees.
somehow.
Yeah, that's not
Huge
it,
fuck up.
It, typically, you wouldn't lapse into the public domain that quickly unless you really fuck up.
And yet.
Copyright used to be a lot shorter. Yeah, but
Huh.
you could extend your copyright, I think.
Jake, I have a question.
Sure.
Why do things that are older than 75 years or 95 years or whatever it is, how come those things are still copyrighted?
You can if it's a copyright of something that is being used in business and it's still in use, you can. It's
Do we have to run an ad now?
we've probably just been running ads passively.
It says in 3 minutes. Sorry, we're doing it now.
Some things do eventually run in.
We only lost 2 followers during the Hangout stream.
That's promising.
What were you saying?
It's life of the author plus 72 years or something like that. So it's just some of the stuff is just a really long time. A lot of the stuff that you would think is old.
That's an absolute?
Yeah.
Like Buster Keaton, everything of his will become in the public domain 72 years after he dies, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I thought there's some things that like should be public domain, but they somehow argued it's.
Well, Disney has been like lobbying copyright law, but it's not because the copyright law is allowing it. It's like they're literally just changing the law. They're just lobbying to extend copyright law. So it's not like there's something built into the law as it already stands that allows them to keep renewing these things.
Well, this is a good question from Naked Comedy. What if a corporation owns it? Because corporations don't die.
If it's a corporation, then it's just a fixed term. Okay. I forget how long it is, but it's like, I think it's like 75 years or something like that.
Because I always wondered this too. Like a movie, who owns a movie?
It depends. Like if
like Charlie Chaplin movie, but the studio produced that.
Yeah, well, it's a copyright is like it's intellectual property, so you think of it as like a piece of property, like a car or a house. So you could technically, when someone creates something, they own the copyright for it. Mm-hmm. Like when you create something, you automatically hold the copyright. You don't like register a copyright. As soon as you make something, you are supposed to register the copyright so that you can defend it in court and like there's a record.
But that'd be the studio that would own it.
And then you can then sell those rights. So you can sell your copyright in a property and it transfers to somebody else.
You can also sell the use of the copyright.
Copyright, there's a bunch of rights included in a copyright. So there's like right to distribute, right to reproduce, right to perform. Like all of these are various rights under copyright.
Just got Venmo'd another 69 cents.
Thank you, can license. You can license something. So you can retain the copyright. You can keep the ownership, but give somebody permission to do something while still owning it, which is licensing is like leasing. So it's like leasing your house or your car. You still own it, but somebody else gets the right to use it and pays you while they have it.
You know, the Heartbreak Kid, Elaine May's version, is owned by a pharmaceutical company now, and they won't they won't drop the rights. They won't share it with anybody.
Did you guys see that Little Murders is on the Criterion Channel right now?
Let's fucking go.
That's hype.
Let's go.
Everyone who has access to the Criterion Channel, so I'm assuming maybe Mitch F. Anderson, if anybody in the chat at all.
I think Mitch has seen that movie.
Folks, you gotta freaking watch Little Murders.
You gotta watch Little Murders.
It is one of the best movies ever.
For the record,
love it so much.
How we first watched that movie is in 12 parts on YouTube.
That's right.
Maybe that's up there still. Not The Little Mermaid, Little Murders, directed by Alan Arkin.
And just pirate it. Good fucking luck. It's so difficult to find this movie.
It's a 71.
There's an extremely bad, grainy version in 12 parts on YouTube.
You're not going to have an easy time finding it.
Otherwise, it is impossible. Everyone goes, just pirate it. Well, what if you're trying to watch a weird Armenian movie from 1937?
What then?
Think everyone's just throwing out fucking torrents of that for you, willy-nilly?
Fuck you!
It's an exhausting endeavor.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm about to sign up for this Russian streaming service if y'all want in on that.
Let's go.
Naked Comedy, we can't copyright ENS. I think our partnership agreement with Twitch basically signs away our right to own any of this stuff.
Whoops.
And also we use so much copyrighted material.
So this all belongs
to make this
Bezos.
show.
Whoops.
Like a lot of this is not a transformative use. Like this is just, Family Guy.
Folks.
We're using a lot of copyrighted material. So I mean, there's an argument to be made that we're using a transformative use, but short answer is no. We don't own almost any of this stuff.
I'm posting in our Discord under Movies, TVs, and Books my Google Drive that has a bunch of movies, including Little Murders. It has an AVI, so if you don't want to try and struggle trying to find Little Murders.
I own the DVD, but I think Danny Catlow has it right now.
Chris is just going to give that DVD out one by one.
Yeah, Danny Catlow has it right now, that fucker.
Now showing on my Google Drive is American Movie, Hausu, Old, Sunrise, A Song of Two Humans, The Night of the Hunter, The Seventh Seal, We Are the Best, 20th Century Women, Computer Chess, Ravenous, Little Murders, Smiley Face, great movie, Taking Off, great movie, Heartbreak Kid, great movie, Tree of Life, and They Live, Sherlock Jr. So go watch any of those movies. They're all the best.
I am about to get a subscription to, what's it called?
Mitch, you're fine.
Isn't all that stuff about platforms owning your content bullshit, though? No, I mean, it's totally enforceable if they want to. All of these things have terms of services where you sign away your right.
Soviet cinema.
But most of them just don't.
There's an offer code where it's $40 for the whole year.
That.
Boy Meets Tractor movies.
Yeah.
Like they don't pursue
Boy Meets
it.
Tractor movies
but
for
they
real.
could.
Sarcasmosis.
Like if Twitch wanted to use, like a while ago, Twitch used a clip from our show and an ad that they made.
Mm-hmm.
They did like a series of advertisements like a couple years ago, and they just used a clip from our show. And they did email us, and they're like, "Hey, can we use this?" But they didn't have to ask; they could just use it because they have the rights to everything that we broadcast on this platform.
And they didn't give us.
And they did not credit us.
Nope.
Must be nice.
Must be nice to be a platform.
Would you pay $3.25 a month to get to watch some Armenian and Soviet movies?
Sure.
Yeah.
You could copyright a logo with the description of ENS. Well, the logo would be a trademark, which we could do.
I got a dumb question. I mean, with the Netflix show happening and everything, but even before that, is our name still good? Is it too cumbersome? Should we worry about thinking?
Well,
about
they're British too.
That's fine.
So that's a whole different thing, like legal.
Well, that's okay. I'm not even thinking about it for copyright. I'm just like, does the name Everything Now Show still work for people?
I got a dumb question. Is this my dad?
That's not a dumb question. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Who?
Me.
Sella Vegan, we're doing the saucing. We're doing the saucing on another day. We're doing the saucing during the hangout stream that we are planning to do. Have we seen Zone of Interest yet? Not yet. I'm looking for it.
Not yet. It's only playing in Culver City, which is bullshit, but also seems
Kinda
like it's
weird.
kind of par for the course with the movie's purpose.
I really
so-
got to see
I don't
all
know.
of it because Culver City is a weird zone where nothing makes sense and everything
And
works.
anyone who's in
differently.
there is like living in this like fantasy world because there's no strife happening within their walls and it's
Yeah.
all happening around them. So they're going to their really nice boba places and they're hearing the screams of houseless people getting taken off the streets forcibly, just in the distance while they're just kind of like la 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 enjoying themselves.
That's why they put it there.
That's exactly
That's
why
why they put it there.
I think so. Yeah. Jonathan Glazer Rules, Virtual
I gotta see
Insanity
all of
music
this
video.
stuff.
Birth, one of the craziest movies of the 2000s. Sexy Beast, great heist comedy with Ben Kingsley going apeshit mode. And Under the Skin, which is an awesome movie. Has a lot of cool, creepy shit in it. He's good.
Well,
shut up.
13 more minutes.
New Year's resolutions feels very personal to me. I'd rather not share my
Spider-Verse
resolution.
understands brevity.
I don't really do New Year resolution.
Yeah.
I stopped because it's just kind of setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, I tend to just like if I have a resolution to do something, I say I'm gonna start doing this thing. I don't like wait for the new year, and then when the new year comes around, I'm like, I don't know, whatever.
I had a very harsh wake-up call once with a friend like a couple of years ago when I was like, yeah, I like New Year's and I like birthdays because it's like checkpoints and stuff. And they're like, I think it's kind of pointless because you can just start any time at all. And it's like just a meaningless
Putting things off.
little thing that makes us feel more comfortable with this delusion of, like fresh starts. Which in fact is still true. Fresh starts happen anytime, technically.
Yeah.
So
you can decide that April 13th is the day that something happens.
Yeah. I'm seeing free student therapy right now. It's very interesting.
I'm going like student haircuts?
It's therapy nonetheless. Yes, like student haircuts. Yeah, exactly. Same quality too for my brain, I would say.
That's good.
I say a lot of shit and I hear them go, "Aw."
Oh, is that
Aw.
a problem?
Yeah.
Do you think I need to tell someone above you? Should I tell my teacher you just said that?
It's better than paying $180 per session for this guy who, after I talk, he goes like, "Oh, geez, that sounds really hard," and that's rough. Wow.
That's crazy.
Oh man. Yeah, literally, that's crazy.
We're out of time.
Yeah. He was kind though, and not white, and I got to talk a lot about that kind of thing, which was cool.
My two favorite things.
My two favorite things.
Kind and not
white.
Yep.
Folks, I think the YouTube VODs are going to get uploaded in the morning because I'm sleepy and I wanted to take a nap before work.
Yeah, I got a nap before work.
Respectable. Where you at? Oh yeah, I didn't tell my girlfriend that the show got extended an hour. Whoops.
I gotta fix these formats because I edited a bunch of shit for the charity thing.
Sorry about the Johns mix up.
It's okay. I think it's pretty much fixed.
No, it's good. Yeah, it looked good.
Hey, I'm sorry I grabbed your face.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry that I've hurt any of you at any point in the past because I'm a physically reckless individual.
It's
So,
good content.
I agree.
It's always good content. Please fix what Evil Jake broke. Yeah, I'll work on that.
Good night, Brando 2600.
You're okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was funny. I felt so good about that ride share.
like as a performer. Like I felt like I was like doing some of the best stuff that I've done in a while. And then near the end, none of us had characters. We were just like...
That do be how it goes a lot of the time.
So true. Yeah.
I missed the first part. What'd you do?
Funny.
I liked a bit that I planned just because I was thinking what's like the least like adult thing I can do, I guess, or you know what I mean, just like for a charity. Yeah, exactly.
What was the?
It's just that like
I'm for the kids.
I'm on a phone call with my boss. He's not letting me go, so I need help creating a scenario that will like let me go essentially and be like, like, oh my gosh, I'm being kidnapped, I gotta go, or something like that. But the boss is always on the phone, and talking about it right now. In hindsight, it's not even that hilarious. But
it's dissecting the frog.
It's the delivery that counts.
Which is a book.
That is a book. I read that book. It was okay.
I have that book. Yeah. I got to finish Improv Nation. It literally after I finished the Nichols and May section, I was like kind of heartbroken. I was like, no, I just want to keep learning more about Mike Nichols and Elaine May.
They're a through line in the entire book.
Will do. I'll check it out again. I got so much to read. You got the Everything Now book, the one about city state Los Angeles.
That book was good.
Yeah,
Did you read it?
I have it. A friend of the show, Patrick Laguno, gave it to me as a gift once.
Grant got me that as a gift.
There you go.
Characters. I actually had
It's good.
a Jonks character.
Chris has characters.
I had a Jonks character that was gonna only work tonight, and now it's gone.
Unless we get another Boys and Girls Club.
That's true.
That's true.
I'm recently been going through the IMDb, logging episodes, and I found a character I was very proud of, which I used to have a character that was Groucho Marx having a stroke.
Yeah.
And then I found out that I did an iteration which was Groucho Marx with a head cold, which was another in the Groucho Marx canon. And that one was really good. I went off on that one.
Someone said
Popped
too
off
soon.
for real. So we'll plan in the Discord a proper hangout stream where we're not all insanely tired from just having done 6 consecutive hours of the show. And we'll probably want to also come up with some like pre-planned topics and like games and stuff to do so that it's not just us being like what else for the entire time.
We were
We're
just
all
watching
exhausted.
that Dynasty Warriors video and
That was
pretending
awesome.
we were playing it.
I'm so happy we did that.
I'm gonna go
That was a
see.
good bit.
I'm gonna go see the Nutcracker tomorrow, 2 p.m.
Fun. Is that a lot? Like a theater?
Yeah, it's in Long Beach.
The
Yeah.
ballet.
Oh, fun.
Is that a ballet or
ballet.
is it? Yeah.
Very cool. Trying to go see
My first time seeing it in person.
Caper Lance show at the Pasadena Playhouse next year. And
Games.
seeing some things soon. Oh, I'm going to the Andy Daly Christmas show at the Elysian next week.
I was supposed to work that, and then they fucking took my shift away.
Fuck! I was hoping you would be
Bastards.
there.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Damn.
That sucks.
They gave it to one of the new house managers who does not know how the theater works, and they have not bothered to explain to her how the theater works, and I feel
Awesome.
very bad for her.
That's
I
dope.
really hope they
That's sick as hell.
do.
Yeah.
I hope they do what they've done there before, which is not let my girlfriend sit with someone that she's there with.
Yep,
'Cause she's
I
a
would
wheelchair
say
user, so.
show up early.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, especially with who will be working that night, they're going to be fucking around.
Awesome. Well, I'm sorry that you two have work.
That does suck.
I'm sorry, I do as well. And I thought, I was like, oh, I'm going to either... I was like, okay, it's 8 hours overnight. That kind of sucks. But
You'll sleep in the office.
either I'll sleep in the office or like I'm going to log like 20 episodes on the IMDb. Like I'm just going to crank through it. But I just found out that they kind of need me to be doing stuff for the full 8 hours. So I'm probably going to freak out.
My problem is normally when there's a reliable valet working, I can sleep in my car or even in the office. But the valet that works on Fridays and Saturdays, I cannot leave the front desk with him alone there.
Is he the guy who watches SpongeBob on his phone or whatever? Who was that guy?
No, different guy. No, this guy
I would do that.
This guy unfortunately just will fall asleep without telling you. Like, because like we can sleep in shifts, that's fine. But I've come back from my lunch and seen him asleep on the lobby furniture, and the snoring I hear from a floor downstairs. Awesome. I get upstairs and it's like a bomb going off.
That rocks.
At least you can hear
I
it,
respect
guess.
it.
Do you think a guest ever has shown up and just been like, oh, there's just one man sleeping in the lobby?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
working?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be taking my business to the Marriott.
I respect it. You need to tell me when you're going to do it. That's all. So that somebody can be at the front desk.
I will not be working tonight, but I will be driving for 8 consecutive hours to Tucson tomorrow. So that's my...
I had to do a long drive
burden.
recently. Not that long, but I drove to essentially Ventura.
and
it's pretty long.
It rocks.
Yeah, long drive.
Driving with no traffic on
Yeah.
like a long highway
Yep.
road is really fun.
Yeah.
It is.
That's this drive.
The scariest thing to me,
especially in like a small, like I'm sure
Yeah.
truck driving's scary and intense.
I think the worst part about it is doing it at night.
Yeah.
Because
But, like-
especially if you're going to like Utah or Colorado, and you're driving through these huge valleys, and it's pitch black.
But
And
like
That rocks though.
it rocks, and then it's kind of scary also. If you
Yeah,
have, like,
I agree
I have
with
3 hours of pitch black before I get to my hotel, so I got to stay awake.
It's
That's kinda like
daytime.
my
It's
scary.
75 degrees out. It's like a little cloudy, but not overcast. And you're just like cranking it 80 miles an hour down a highway
Just
for
cranking
2
it
hours. Yeah, you're just jacking off for 2 hours while driving your car.
If you get me a cup of coffee, some good music, I roll down the windows, I can drive all night. It's great. I love it. It's a dream. It's like you can just get totally in your head.
Oh yeah.
Tuning down the highway.
Someone asked on thoughts on Sedona. I've only ever been one time for a wedding for Alex Alsop, founder of one of the founders of this show. His wedding was in Sedona, and
Sedona's
it's
nice.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's very nice. It's a
Beautiful
pain in the
place.
ass to get there, but
Yeah.
it's lovely. And I'm driving to Arizona because that's where my parents are, and then the three of us are going to fly to Chicago, where all of my siblings live, for Christmas.
Nice.
For Crimbus.
Oh, Crimbus tree. Oh, so you. I feel like stupid asking this, but you celebrated Christmas and Hanukkah growing up?
Growing up, yeah, and then we just kind of gave up on Hanukkah because it was really just like me and my dad, and both of us are like,
Got it. I
what
guess
are we doing?
my real question was, are both your parents Jewish?
No,
or-
no. Just my
your
my
dad?
dad is Jewish. My mom is Catholic, and so we were just like, Christmas is the main one. Let's just do the big one.
Catholics rise up.
But we did do Hanukkah when I was a little kid.
Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
For the record, Caesar salad. I tried getting donuts in Sedona, and their selection was trash. They didn't have anything like past old-fashioned cake donuts. They didn't have like your Long Johns, your standard fare. So I went to the Teal McDonald's instead. That's pretty good.
Teal McDonald's.
Teal McDonald's.
There you go.
Shouts out. Jake literally killed Hanukkah.
Mm.
Literally.
No Dunkin' in Sedona, eh?
Oh,
my gosh.
shit! Wait, is that
$30,000?
Wow.
Was that 3?
We got to the
Reether.
5K.
Wait, Reether Akira.
We got to 5K.
You got the 5
What the
They donated
fuck?
$503.
Reether Akira coming in at the genuinely
Buzzer
last minute.
A genuine buzzer beater from the logo.
Holy shit. Reether Akira, thank you so much. And also, fuck you. Because now, these reach goals were supposed to be things where it was like, there's no shot we're going to hit it. So let's just do something silly like a 24-hour stream. There's no chance we're going to have to do that.
Damn, Christmas.
But the people who work for the charity who helped us put this together, they're like, it's good to have one goal that's like way beyond what you think you're gonna get, just so that people still feel incentivized if you were to hit all your goals before. I was like, cool, yeah, well, 24 hours, that feels,
You raised
there's no way we're hitting
$5,000.
5K.
I'm so blown away by everybody here in the chat. Thank you so much for your help, but also fuck you.
Wow.
For putting us in this position.
You underestimated Twitch chat. Yes,
Chris, we hit 5,000.
5K.
No, who did it?
so genuinely upset
No.
by it. Reether Akira.
Oh, Grant fully hitting the Shinji Ikari.
Incredible
Everyone
stuff. Thank you for the follow.
Heads in your knees.
Hey, if you're, I'm definitely drunk right now and won't regret this in the morning. Yeah. Thank you, Reether. Thank you to everybody. Unlike traditional donations to the Everything Now PayPal, I have no idea how to refund from the charity. So good luck with that if you mistakenly did it.
Congratulations.
Not our problem.
Congratulations.
But thank you so much. So I guess what we'll do is we'll create a Discord channel that's just called like 24-hour stream, and we'll start putting in plans for a date for that and what we want to do. And if everyone's cool with it, that can also be the hangout. stream, right? Like
Oh,
we're gonna make that the hang. I mean, we'll do other stuff. We'll do probably some Everything Now show stuff.
Yeah, we can figure that out. I like the idea of sprinkling in Everything Now show in between hangout sessions.
We'll put some Everything
We
Now
can
show
do a 2-hour
stuff.
Everything Now show in the middle of the 24 hours.
Depending on the guests we get, it'd be interesting to have them for both and Everything Now, as well as a short like hangout session where you kind of get to talk about, debrief the show and talk about their experience on the show and stuff.
We'll make plans,
know.
but I do think at the end of the day, we're gonna spend 24 hours panicking and just being like, "Are you done? Can we be done with this?"
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of breaking the fourth wall and being like, "You asked for this." It's gonna be a lot of
Punishing
that.
you, essentially.
It's gonna be a lot of that. but it will be 24 hours.
Brother Akira said I actually had my first kiss at a Boys and Girls Club.
Wow.
And you're paying
That
it
is so
forward.
sweet.
That's really nice.
You're paying it forward. A lot of other little kids can kiss too now.
Clip
thanks
that.
to you.
And that's not why we did this.
Clip
charity.
that out of context.
If someone wants to do the work, there's
This
a
looks better.
great Grant fan cam of canceling moments. Like there's a great like 3-minute TikTok.
There's a
of just-
super cut to be made just from
Yeah.
tonight's episode of Grant
just
saying
Grant
things that could
saying
get him canceled.
Incredibly bad things out of it.
Okay, what did I say? I said other little kids can kiss because you donated money.
Well, yeah, but they're gonna cut the because you donated money. It's just gonna be
It's like
little
not
kids
even.
should
Look,
kiss.
all this I get. It's fun to kind of joke about. Oh, people are gonna kiss. I've not said anything so flagrant as to be, to warrant all this ballyhoo in the chat.
What
It's
about your
just silly.
several Jamaican impressions?
Which you initiated.
I initiated as saying you did it, and then you were like, "Yes."
Yeah,
watch me
yes,
do it.
and yeah, it's the
that's
fucking
not-
joke.
You
yeah,
don't have to yes and it.
Sure. Anyway, look, we can pretend like I'm not.
What about when you
I
said
don't fucking care.
consent is for losers or whatever it was?
Yeah, I think my character said consent is pussy shit.
Yeah, that's
the
one
character.
that-
You mean the character that I was?
I'm
playing?
just saying, out of context, there's a series of things you can cut together.
It's not
Wicked Comedy's right. It's not Irie. It's not Irie. Yeah. I just don't fucking care. I don't care. Clip whatever you want.
It's all in good taste.
I know what I'm doing.
He doesn't care now. But when he gets that SNL audition and
Absolutely, my character.
bring out the laptop.
My
and the
character
discount
said.
comes out.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
You know, it doesn't smell
characters
as bad
are
here as I
shitty
thought it
people.
In fact, it doesn't.
Characters can be shitty people. It's funny. Grant hiding behind his character like he doesn't have full control over his character, what his character says. Yeah, no, I know I have control over what my character's saying. It's just not me. Chad has this really fun inclination to be like, oh, Grant said this foul thing. It's a character. It's silly. Whatever, man. On that note, on that positive note, yeah, fine.
When Al Jolson did that, he was playing a character.
When Al Jolson,
He was playing a guy who would do that.
When I was the jazz singer on the show, it was a character that I was playing.
It's a bit. Ever heard of one? All right, we're done, right?
I don't care.
We can be
I
done.
gotta be. I gotta go home.
All right, we're done. We're done. Hey, folks, thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you to the new people. If this is your first stream, sorry. I feel like I say that almost after every stream. But thank you for hanging out and tuning in. This is the Everything Now show.
We're blessed. We love you so much. Thank you so much for your support.
Usually it's an interactive comedy show. Obviously things got a little bit loose at the end of the night here. But we will be back Monday night. And when I say we, I mean these three, because I will be out of town.
I was thinking about a character.
But come back Monday night.
That's funny.
We're doing Shark Tank.
Because he's Mexican. So
Remember Shark Tank?
He is, yeah.
Sharks Tank? We're doing Sharks
All
Tank
white Louis
Monday
CK.
night.
Undiluted.
Full white Louis C.K.
So come on back Monday for that. Thank you to everybody who
Grant's
donated. We raised $5,000. That is fucking crazy. Great work. Hopefully this will inspire Brandfluence, who are the people who partnered with us to do this event, to give us more charity events. And
You like
maybe
what you
some
see, boys?
Sponsored content.
We'd love to start doing sponsored content.
We'd love to
for
sell
Taco Bell.
out. So Brandfluence, if you're watching this,
We'd
look
love
at,
to do
look at what we can
commercials
do.
for Taco Bell.
Look how much
Starbucks,
influence we have.
McDonald's.
Send your brands
Friends
our
of the
way.
IDF.
Let us make some money for some brands.
You're all the best.
And join the Discord if you haven't already, because that is where we're going to be planning our fucking 24-hour stream.
Yep.
Which I guess we are going to have to do.
Yep.
Get an energy drink sponsor.
Do I need to do a presentation for Shark's Tank?
Yes.
Do I need to do it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Chris is hosting, and we should
I got dibs
and
on
we should
hosting.
follow up with Isabel
Our three supposed
to
guests.
make sure that she sends her presentation, ideally tomorrow.
Do we still have Nick and?
I got
We have
I'm
no
gonna send them
reason
the
to think
format.
we don't.
Yeah, they
It's
have
true.
not declined.
So we'll see.
And we need you to be early on Monday.
Yes.
with your computer.
Because the computer and like so
like early.
Okay.
So could you be here at like 5:30?
Yeah, I can make that up. Let me just see who is.
I pulled up the wrong calendar.
Wait, yeah, 5:30.
We also need to get guests for
Yeah, I'll
the 26th and the 30th. We still need.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream because now it's just becoming a production meeting.
Do you like
The
this?
26th
Maybe.
we don't necessarily need one, but we definitely need one for the. No, we don't necessarily need one for the 30th.
Good night, everybody.
Probably
Thanks for
want
tuning in. See you back here on Monday or in the Discord.
What are we doing on the 30th?
It says flight
Flight risk.
We should raid somebody.
with
Let's see
Christina
who's
Catherine
online.
Martinez.
Oh, that's right. Oh, maybe I
Yeah,
could-
Mitch, you know
I could
that?
ask Jamie for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're supposed to be out that app, but if you want to do it.
Oh wait, am I out that up?
It's
Yeah.
a Saturday.
It's a Saturday?
But if you want to do it, then
Well, I'm
we
missing
won't need
this
another
this
guest.
coming Thursday, so I could just fill in for that Saturday since we're down people, and then I could try to get someone who knows Christina because Christina is she knows a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're missing the 21st.
Yes, but that's that Thursday.
Patreon's just production meetings. If you're into that, I'm not opposed to that.
I'm just gonna find a random channel.
Sure. Fuck it.
Wow, just chatting is crazy right now. It's a lot of coin.
I was with a coworker and I was explaining what hot tub streamers were to him, and I just went on Twitch and searched hot tub, and it was nuts.
Yeah.
It was
pornography.
It was crazy.
And they banned Uncle Joe
best
for
one
doing
was there
nothing.
was just a gorilla in a little kiddie pool, just like jumping around.
That's
and they
cute.
labeled that a hot tub stream. That's cool.
We follow the Monterey Bay Aquarium on Twitch, and that's fun to check in on occasionally.
Hey, there's us.
That's kind of like a hot tub, but it's for fish. I'm standing on the Griffin couch.
Careful with that. All right, hey everybody! Thanks so much for watching. We really appreciate you. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your support for this charity, and we just appreciate you tuning in. I mean, it's really lovely that you guys have chosen to spend your evening with us.
Yeah, when Grant says you people need to get a life, I think what he means by that is you people need to continue to share your life with us and your fellow viewers.
Yeah, no, I guess I could get real for a second. Thank you. I really appreciate all of you.
I can get real for a second. Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you guys not think Family Guy rocks? Where in your minds?
Can't find anything. Let's get a recommendation from the chat on his raid. I'm trying to end it. I just want to raid somebody that we don't normally raid. Ferret software? What's that?
Oh, let's do Baku. Back. I don't know how to say it, but you know the guy I'm talking about.
Oh wait, this looks good. It's cute. It's just like a bunch of ferrets.
Do that. That sounds good.
Tell the ferrets to follow the show.
Alright, we're gonna raid ferret software.
I'm like mad at you now. Why? Like this is upsetting to me now.
There's 430 people watching it.
Must be nice.
You have to be 100 more.
What if the sound alert scares the ferrets? What if the sound alert scares the ferrets?
Alright, bye.
The sound alert scares the ferrets.
It's a Family Guy bit I was doing. The first one I really fell in love with.
Oh yeah?
I remember